dummy.
Like, I had a shot.
Can anybody explain to me why liquor drinkers act like they don't want to drink liquor?
Drink liquor.
Like, I just don't understand that.
Who do that?
You.
When?
You the most notorious person ever.
I ain't did that in a while.
That nigga literally walked up my stairs with a shot of liquor.
Yeah,
No,
'cause
you do it all the time.
It was early though. It
You
was
had
like
your little back.
8:21. It was like 8:21.
You had your back pocket liquor, and then that's it.
Your water bottle of liquor.
Yeah, your water bottle liquor. But then he still want more liquor.
After he drank
So
his.
why not just go buy a bottle of it?
Cause then I drank all that shit too fast.
But you still drinking the same amount of liquor.
Nah, I just think if you drink it too fast, it's worse. You gotta admit that.
Or maybe don't drink it as fast.
That should be fun.
That's what I've been wondering. Like, he was like, I don't keep liquor in the house because if I have it in the house and
I'ma
I'm gonna
drink
drink it every day.
Mhm.
Just don't drink it. You
Instead
got
of going to the liquor store every day, you could go
so
every
okay. So
4 days.
go back to what I just said, Kaki. Right? This nigga logic never makes sense.
It always makes sense.
No, it don't. You have the willpower to not eat food all day long, and you won't eat. It be food all around, but you can't not drink.
Yeah.
Well,
I got it.
No, you don't.
Yeah, I do.
Because it's hard to, like you said, it's hard to not eat food all day too. But if I got it, I'm gonna eat that shit too.
No, but you don't.
No, it be food
Dude,
all
who do we
around
have?
you.
We
It be
it been
pizza
food.
and-
Yeah,
It's
if
always
I eat
food
that shit,
here.
I go to sleep.
If it's something I want, yeah, I ain't want that. So fine.
Who did?
No, you do that every Sunday,
time.
Saturday.
No.
Yes.
Yeah,
No.
it's a majority rule.
Yeah,
We're
y'all
majority
lose.
rule.
I'm
kinda.
majority.
Yeah,
I'm always
no, but we
majority.
rule.
No, I'm majority. No,
Man, this nigga
say,
logic
yeah,
never
but we
just
rule.
makes sense to me. Ever.
I ain't here to
But
make
today,
sense.
after the pod, you going to eat.
Yeah, because you going to grill. So I'm grub. You know what I'm saying?
Why not wait till you get home so you can eat?
Because I'm not going
Netflix?
to, because the whole purpose of this day is for us to kick it and eat. So I'm going to eat. Stupid.
So you giving up on your rule today.
Sometimes you do that. You don't go against your rules ever?
Special occasion.
Yeah.
Exactly.
It's
Today
special
Today is that.
When I'm wrong, I'm wrong.
There you go. Good job. I'm glad you admitted it now.
When
You
I'm
just-
wrong, I'm wrong.
No, hey,
That
that's
nigga just,
episode.
you just
When I'm wrong,
argued.
when I'm
You
wrong,
just
I'm wrong.
argued for 48 minutes when you was wrong, but goddamn, you can't.
Yeah.
go
Like,
back.
Dez, man, what we said the title was? I don't remember.
I don't know because I was texting nobody.
When you're wrong, Dez. Just say it. That nigga Fang ain't moved on that bitch.
Dummy.
But here we go.
Mouse
You're
touching.
tuning in to the Dummies Podcast. I'm Stop.
I am Joe.
And I'm hooting, nigga.
And we back like we never left, because like we said every week, we never leave. It's episode 126. Yes, 126 episodes. It's Saturday, April the 3rd. We're recording a day early. Tomorrow is Easter. So we decided to do something a little different, record on a Saturday. Another significant feat about this episode is the last episode from the law.
Farewell.
Yes, man. This the setting.
Bye.
We enjoyed it.
The thing that has been so good to us, that has treated us so well, man, since we have been here, is it's gonna look a little different next week, man. So take it all in, enjoy it with us. I'm sure throughout the episode, reminisce on it. I just want to say, up front, man, thank you to you, Can't Get Right, and to Courtney, man, for allowing us to bombard y'all space every Sunday, Saturday, or whenever we come.
Take over y'all shit.
Thursday.
Eat
yeah.
your snacks and
Started
all.
on Thursday.
Yeah, we've been
Thursday
all
to
over.
Friday to Saturday to Sunday. Goddamn.
Yeah,
Some
and
Mondays.
I understand. I know we may not say it a lot, but it is appreciated that we can come in here and take 4 and 5 and 6 and 7 hours of time of people just in your shit. So I
Well,
get
thank you. The girl definitely would appreciate
Yeah.
that as well.
Make sure she hear this
it.
part.
We understand
Yeah,
it.
at least listen to this part.
Yeah, just listen to the beginning. Goddamn.
Make it this far in, huh?
Right.
But as always, man, shouts out to all the people on the front line, man, who still battling the pandemic. We see numbers kind of up and down depending on what area of the country you're in. Still wear your mask if you got your shot. I know a lot of people now getting their shots. I'm responding to people and talking to people who've getting their shots. Y'all do what you do or do what you feel is best for you. But again, shouts out to people on the front lines, man, who still, doing their thing that's been, over a year now, fighting the pandemic, man. Where we at with it, Hoop?
I'm just gonna follow up with that, man. What you saying with thank you again, you know what I'm saying, for your spot, you and the Courtney. I can only imagine having somebody come over and taking over my crib for the best of 2 to 2.5 to 3 years, however long it's been, every week, or even not even every week, but majority of the weeks in my crib. So I appreciate y'all for that, you know what I'm saying? We don't say that enough, so that's greatly appreciated. But newsflash, Courtney. because this is moving doesn't mean your house isn't the meeting spot.
Right.
It's still gonna be the meeting spot.
This shit is downtown,
It's
nigga. Downtown is the center
she,
of everything.
She last night she talking about something. I don't know where y'all gonna go for the meeting spot because we moving. You're moving down the street. We're coming. We're gonna be there. I do appreciate that. You know what I'm saying? So that shit's greatly appreciated, man. The week been cool, man. It's been busy. On to new things, on to just trying to move on with the podcast and the business of podcasts. But that was my main thing, man. It's just we had a farewell. We say we was gonna have a farewell week, and my thing was I thought about all this week is how to thank y'all enough for what y'all done, and I appreciate it. I don't even think I have enough words. Nah. Nah, what you want, a beer? I'll buy you a beer. How about that?
That's something. Well, you will buy a beer at a bar. You ain't never gonna bring a beer.
If you ask me to.
He will here. You want some of this?
No.
No, nigga, I don't want none of your beer out your can.
We just had it.
You take a sip, I'll take a sip.
We just had this conversation beforehand, nigga. If you ask me to bring a beer, I'll bring it. But I ain't gonna voluntarily
have to
bring it.
ask you.
Not true.
But something that you do.
Not true.
I'm not.
Not true.
That ain't the time now.
Not true.
But thank you. Are you done?
Yeah. How was your week? How what you thinking?
But,
are you excited we leaving, or do you feel a little sad?
I'm a little bittersweet about it. Because, we all know how many times I told y'all niggas to get the fuck out of my house.
Is it like the working from home thing? Like you get to wake up at 8:58 and pod at 9. You can't do that no more.
The key is the post.
Yeah.
Post.
You at home.
I just started watching TV after.
Or even in general, man. The TV not working. He got the luxury of pausing and going to take care of what he got to take care of. So.
If, like, you had a water issue at your house, you had to leave. It's a water issue here. I go like, hey, stop.
Give me 10 minutes.
Talking about reminiscing, we'd have had some shit going on during the pod.
We have.
A guy got hit with a bike.
Rex and
died.
Yeah,
man died.
He died.
The
The bike still.
died.
I'm glad that bike is still out there too.
Yeah, that's dope.
That's
I mean,
crazy.
not dope, but
no,
they
I
still
get what
got
you're
it
saying.
out there. Yeah, reminiscing of
Classic
him.
weekend, a wreck
Classic
outside.
weekend.
Wreck and fight.
It was a wreck and fight. We thought we heard gunshots.
Shooting.
My mother-in-law outside, like she thug misses.
Yeah, trying to figure shit out.
Remember that time Dez got electrocuted over there in the car?
Dez got popped.
The nigga, his chair folded in on him.
Oh, yeah, he broke a chair. We done had a few brown friends crawl around.
Big visitors.
Our visitors, man.
I'm talking about the fly.
I know. Yeah. We had one last week. But no, shout out to the visitors that came. Shonda, Keita, Baron,
D-Ross.
DJ, when D Ross in town.
Joe.
When Joe in town.
Martin.
Rico.
When Martin
The special
in town.
episodes.
Yep.
Rico. Oh, Rico.
Ken.
That's
Ken. Shout out Ken.
Courtney friends. Y'all all just whatever. Blah, blah, blah. But,
They made an episode though.
Yeah, they came.
They made an
Okay.
Keita.
It was cool.
I said Keita.
Okay.
I can't really think of anybody else. Shabazz came through. I think Fred maybe came through one time.
Him and CJ came one
yeah.
time, I feel like.
Fred and CJ.
All y'all niggas, man.
All y'all, man. And if we forgot anybody, charges. What they say? Charge to your mind.
Charge
and
it to
not
the
my heart.
game.
Yeah.
This nigga want to be sick to shock or something.
Yeah, charge it to the game, guys.
But no, it is kind of bittersweet. Like I thought I was like, damn, this is the last time hooking up the cords and shit like that. So, but
I'm glad about that part. We ain't got to set shit up no more. Maybe
Yeah.
the camera and everybody.
But that's part of the process. So it's I'm eager to see how the new process gonna be.
I think
They
it's
gonna
gonna be
probably have to put the sheet up.
easier. Well, that's
That's different
quick.
than putting up
cool.
lights and
Yeah.
I'll take that.
Hootie still gonna do something different with the camera every week.
Right.
So that's a little something.
Just to make it better. To
speaking-
make it better.
No, man.
Just to
No,
make
man.
it better.
But I do want to take a moment out. Well, first, happy anniversary to Stock and his wife. But also I want to shout out my boy Carvel. His mom transitioned this week. So hate to hear that. So prayers to you. But besides that, it's just shit. Like Ty would say, it's pretty much it's been a week. But how about you, Stock?
Cool week. For one reason or another, started with we went and got our second shot.
Oh, damn.
Forgot all
My
about
bad.
that.
Hang
Go
on.
ahead, handle
Let me
your
go back. I am two-shot Joe.
Two-shot.
Two-shot Joe.
You out here wilding now, or what? You chilling? What? You still masking? You still what?
2 more weeks.
2 weeks and you no mask. No mask.
Hell no, I'm still
Tin
putting
roof, baby.
Catch me outside.
Gets me on top of the ball.
I'm gonna bring her. Well, I ain't gonna bring. I don't know if I'm bringing her up or not. But yeah. So I took my shot. The first day was cool. That second day, you know, I had a little slight fever and wasn't feeling the best. But after that, I was A-okay. But what tripped me out though, I get an email at work Friday. Was like, hey, Thursday was like, hey, I took my shot Wednesday. They was like, we offering a shot and we'll give you vacation time if you come take it.
Mm.
What the hell?
Is it immediate though?
Do I get some back?
Is it immediate?
It's the 2-1.
And you might need to find that out. If you took any time off from work, you might need to find out if they'll retro it. Because we got some shit in place where if you went and did it, you can retro your shit.
Oh, okay.
But we already had something in place too for that.
Oh,
but it's
dang.
just if you need it, it was just
I'm
a
still
certain
gonna send an
amount.
email.
It was a
just to
certain
see.
amount of hours.
They can't do nothing but say no.
Right. It was a certain amount of hours, but now you can get it all covered if you just went to do that shit. So,
That's always been my philosophy.
So always
they
check-
can't do nothing but say no.
exactly. But most companies are now gonna put something in place to where you'll get time to go take that shot. So
That's
keep
how I
that in
got
mind.
Courtney. She can't do nothing but say no.
Yeah.
And she said no.
That's how
and
you
shit,
do
we
everything.
Still married.
That's how you do everything in life.
Pretty much.
Dummy.
But back again, how was your
Yeah,
week?
but and also my shot wasn't bad though. I want to ask you how yours. Mine wasn't bad. I had the shits for a day. I was a little blah for a day, but then other than that, I was good.
I hadn't had a symptom.
And I don't even know if the shits was from that or like you said, it's because
Well, I've heard people say that.
I had a pound of goddamn
I
beef
talked to
jerky.
somebody today that said that their stomach was messed up today,
Okay.
and they went yesterday or the day before yesterday, something like that. So
Okay.
that might be a symptom of it. But like I said, it started on Monday. We had the dry foul shot, and you know that was cool. Tuesday was my anniversary. Happy anniversary to my wife. It was a dope day. We did something different. We had totally different plans. We was gonna do something later that night, but we moved everything to daytime. And a daytime date during the middle of the week while everybody at work wasn't
Pretty
bad.
cool.
It was actually pretty cool. It was pretty fun. You know, we went out, ate, drank.
Kind of seemed like you have to sit it to yourself.
It kind of like that. We was out there with the Cheetahs.
The cheetahs.
So yeah,
That's when the cheetahs get out.
Hey, you ever been somewhere, man? You know you ain't supposed to be there doing something you probably ain't supposed to do, and then like, you know, you probably go to like a spot where the white people be at, and then that one black person come in, and you got to like
Yeah.
look about 3 times to make
Right.
sure you
Like, I know you ain't supposed
you
to
doing
be
over
here.
here?
Man, we walked in a spot. Dude looked by 3 and 4 times. He just was not comfortable with us being in
Yeah.
there. he probably was like, man, why is these motherfuckers in here at this time of the day during this part?
I cannot come here anymore.
Yeah, but we had a good time with that. So,
Do
but
y'all follow that list of things you do for each anniversary?
actually, she did. I kind of like went off script and was doing something, but again, plans changed and it kind of changed. But she actually followed the cotton rule, but she actually got me something that I needed. So
She got some draws.
and
That shit
tank
always
tops
need to
and
go,
all. And I just was saying like, damn, I'm finna go to Walmart. I gotta buy some of these high ass shit because you know tank top high fuck.
Yeah.
Right. So she loaded me up, and it was year two is cotton.
$30
So
for a
cool.
3-pack. Fuck
Hey
wrong
man,
with
like women talk about like it's like men are hard and different. They don't understand. Like we be so simple. I bet that nigga was so appreciative
I was so
of some
happy.
damn tank tops.
I
y'all.
was
I
so
got these new
excited.
draws. Ooh, I'm
Ooh,
super happy.
shit. You do love me.
Right. They got me some draws, baby.
But yeah,
Does that mean she was tired of seeing your old big ass draws or something?
Shit, they the same size. Shit.
Nigga, old draws be sagging like a motherfucker.
You ain't got no holes in
Dummy.
draws. What that nigga said.
Had a few holes in my
Good
shit.
draw, man. That nigga.
Good tennis shoe wearing.
But no, but yeah, that was part of my week. Also, you know, still trying to deal with the remnants left from the tornado. You know, trying to get the adjusters and
Fuck
different
insurance companies
contractors in
again.
and not, you know, get checks cut so we can get this shit fixed. But all in all, though, I think it was a really good week. I enjoyed my week.
Cool. That's good, man. Todd, how was your week?
Dummy.
Okay. Gotcha. Sound about right.
Hey, I was talking to somebody like, y'all ever, and I know Hooter, he be grabbing shit with his hand, and you probably not that scary either, but like, you ever hear people say bugs and shit, and they be like, oh man, they more scared of you than you is it. I don't think them bitches that scared of you. Because why the fuck they in your house?
They don't give a
Yeah.
fuck about you.
They don't give a shit about
She's
you.
looking for a warm
Now
place
people
to
be saying that shit about snakes, and I
Right.
don't believe that. I'm like, he trying to bite me.
I ain't about to grab a snake.
I ain't never seen a human try to bite a snake.
Right. Hell no.
I just look at it like, nigga,
Real
I'm not going inside the wasp nest, but I got a big ass wasp in my house.
I'm not really going in the woods. I think niggas that hunting is crazy.
Man, I said that shit because I've been having like, I don't know how they keep getting in, but I keep getting wasps in my house. And they be them big red wasps. And boy, when you see one of them bitches in there, they look like a big bird in there.
I ain't fuck with them. Like, that's one bug I'm not picking up with my hand.
You better not. Man, after that bitch dead, I be like, nigga, I have about 8 pounds of tissue because I still feel like the stinger may go through the tissue or something.
Waste all the tissue.
Man, who would tell you for some reason, this bird want to build a nest on my patio, and he done did it like 3-4 times.
Is that why the eagle?
That's why I got the
I was wondering why he had moved.
Oh, and that get rid of birds and
they don't like because owls eat birds or some shit.
Yeah.
So that's the only thing that because that same bird kept putting that nest back there.
It's crazy that
you talk to him and with the same bird, same name.
Same bird. Yeah.
Okay.
Because it made the same cuckoo.
Oh, okay. I got you. You knew his voice.
It wasn't cuckoo. It was cuckoo.
Got you. Got the same voice.
Yeah.
But I had a bird that kept. Luckily, where my office sit at, I can see them come in there. But they kept trying to go in that little corner and build a nest. But I would like always stand in the door and pound on the window. And I guess they got like we tired of this shit. This shit ain't safe.
Y'all ever go in your attic?
Hell no.
I wonder if it's some shit in my attic. Every now and then I hear a little something up there. I'm like, maybe it's just the
go up
wood,
there and check it out.
The wood moving or something.
No, it's probably some bird or some squirrels.
Yeah, some squirrels. Chipmunk.
We don't have no trees and shit around our house, so I don't think it may be possibly a bird, but I don't.
It's 52 trees in your backyard.
Nah, they back there, but it doesn't like cover. It's not like a squirrel could jump from that tree to my house.
Oh, I get what you're saying.
You
But
know,
I
so
don't
it
know.
ain't- most times that shit'll be right above your house.
Right above, and they just dropping down.
Yeah, so them niggas gotta be some
But
flying squirrels.
But
out
here,
there.
it's a way that I could go to the roof. I ain't gonna try to figure it out. I ain't got no shit I want to do up there. So
Why not? You might have a great view up there. You never know.
So,
man, we can
for
go in
what?
that bitch like on juice.
Yeah, you never
how
know.
did that in you?
Well, that was different.
You got the juice now. goddamn.
Bishop was nuts. God.
It's gonna end with me dropping your ass in the parking lot.
Right.
But only thing about that, you ain't gonna die. You probably gonna be having fucked
Yeah,
up.
you just gonna be fucked
Yeah,
up.
goddamn, nigga can't walk no more.
Yeah, I'll be back to rehab.
Can't get right no more.
You tough. You
Can't
know
get
how to
right
survive,
all the way
goddamn.
wrong.
My
At least you battle tested.
my brother-in-law got to have his knee scoped, and he was like he's gonna come to Birmingham
For what?
to get it done.
What he been
just
doing?
old stuff, like to get it cleaned out. And I was like, I'll go to rehab with you. I like going to rehab.
You used to it, goddamn. That's like a normal routine.
Like, they're my people.
Yeah, goddamn.
Everybody know me in
They
here.
know me first name, goddamn. We on a first name basis, like it's a bar, goddamn. They gonna rehab like it's a bar.
What's up, Doc?
Yeah. Let me get a few squats.
Let me get that number
And
7.
some
Dr.
crunches.
Andrews, what up?
6 squats.
I already know the routine.
3
Go
good
on.
mornings.
Go on now. You new here.
You in there teaching that nigga what to do.
Right. Where the marbles? Bring the marbles out.
Right.
It's about
He
that
need
time.
to pick him up with his toes, goddamn.
This morning, last night, we got some bad news, man. DMX.
Oh, yeah.
They saying is suffering from a severe drug overdose, and that he's reported to be in grave condition. So, thoughts and prayers, man, to DMX, man, his family, and him himself, who fighting, trying to shake back. They saying right now that he's in grave condition. They are at one point they were saying that he was brain dead, but they are saying that they see some brain activity. So hopefully, Lord willing, he can fight it off and shake back, man. But
One of y'all had posted that, and I think it's still trauma from Nip. He passed his time 2 years ago.
Yep.
But it's one of those things you don't want to go to Google and check to see if there's any updates.
Yeah.
I'd rather just be
Surprised
told.
by it.
Yeah. Because you know what maybe the update might be. That's how it was with Nip.
Yep.
Like, damn, he'll be okay. And then when you see the update, like, fuck.
yeah,
Right.
So I purposely haven't seen any updates. I've been checking social media and people, saying the same things, but prayers up. Hopefully he bounced back.
Yeah, that's tough, man. Prayers to him and his family because he seemed to have been doing so well. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Getting away from that drug
Yeah,
overdose.
He was on podcast. He was supposed to be having an album coming
it
out.
was just like what a few months ago we was talking about like he was looking better. And you said
he was getting healthy.
Yeah.
He was
Yeah,
getting
he
bigger.
had put on a little
He was
weight.
getting fatter, which is a good
Yeah.
sign, you know. When
That
you
you ain't,
coming away
you know what I'm
from
saying,
that,
using drugs
Mm-hmm.
or whatever. But, you know, you never know what somebody's going through.
Mm-hmm.
But, you know, he was just saying, nah, I'm the best rapper. I was the best nigga at Def Jam while Jay-Z was there and shit like that. You like to hear somebody talk like that, and that's dope because that's where he came from. And when Tip say, damn, nigga, we supposed to be doing something in a little while.
Mhm.
So it seemed to be in a good space, but you just never know. And you never know how to know.
And that shit's scary, man. Cause like this week I had a homeboy on Facebook. He put his story out there. He was like, man, I had been on heroin for 10 years. For 10 years, and now he's 5 years clean. He celebrated his anniversary 5 years ago. 5 years ago. And like a couple of days ago, he posted it. I'm like, God damn, I ain't never knew he was even on that. You know what I'm saying? But the type of things that pop in my mind is like, I hope he never gets into a situation where he has to go back.
Yeah.
And he's about to get married, and I want to say like a day or two. And he was like, with my spouse, man, I was up front and let her know, and she took a chance on me. And I be thinking about shit like, I would hope shit never goes wrong, but then, you know, when you've dealt with that and you've done that before, you never know what might turn you back to that.
Yeah.
So, you know, that's just a tough situation to be in, man. And just hope prayers in all of those aspects. DMX, my homeboy who's going through that shit, who I never knew
Anybody
about
going
you
through
know.
it. But
Mhm.
but me personally, that's why I always been scared to do like what I call like real drugs.
Mhm.
Cause shit, what if you do get addicted to it?
Exactly.
Because
And
so
that's-
many people get addicted to it.
And that's
Yeah.
what you hear. Like once you get that first time, you ain't never turning back.
And that's I'm like you. I was always scared. I was scared that I was gonna be like the Lynn Byatt store or something.
Oh yeah.
Like, oh, this is my first time trying it, and then I'm fucked up.
Mhm.
And then, you know, and I don't want it, my first time to try some shit be with somebody like Huda. Cause you know that ain't, hey, he'll be
Fuck that
aight.
shit.
Put him over there. I'm over that bitch goddamn.
Sit that nigga up.
You know, like them funerals that they be having, where they had a nigga like sitting up in the strip club.
Sit that nigga up, goddamn.
Who they gonna have me like weekend at
Hey.
Barnes?
Hey, you know I know the whole side of my skin whole side of my body was on the pavement. Who they asked me, can you drive?
You said yeah.
Nigga.
That nigga said yeah. And then he said
And he
no.
set me on the moped.
I had to make sure you was out, but
It's
you
just
like no.
certain niggas that you don't want to be with in your bad moment.
Hey,
Who the
but
probably
think
one
about
of them.
No. Think about it like this. Who was the only nigga checking on you in your bad moment?
You did, but you should have recognized that I couldn't drive again.
I did. Eventually. Eventually. I did. Goddamn.
That story is a little misleading, but we
But,
gonna
but
go.
that shit, but going back to that, like, growing up, seeing your family members on those type of drugs, that's what made me not want to try any of those hard drugs.
Yeah.
You know, like, I grew up watching that shit. Like, I had an aunt, you know what I'm saying? She walked around the neighborhood, no shoes on.
Yep.
You know, shit like
I
that.
know
But
So,
see, usually it's like that. So that makes it a little weird. When your friends say he was on heroin and nobody knew.
Well, I didn't. I ain't gonna say nobody. I said I didn't know.
Well, I mean, it was. I mean,
But I think
usually
I think-
when somebody
I think
on
people
that,
knew- I
like,
think people knew because he put it out there. He put it in his story. Like, man, I was hiding from my parents. I was sleeping in abandoned houses, and I
Oh,
think once it
okay.
gets to that point, somebody knows. It's
Okay,
just, I
okay,
just
okay.
didn't know.
Yeah.
You know?
I had a homegirl. I thought it was so crazy that she didn't drink, and like you don't drink. Who don't drink? Like, you know what I'm saying? But I never know. You know, because
That
you never
history.
know the
Mhm.
backstory. And you know what I'm talking about, probably.
Mhm.
And they ended up sharing that the reason that they don't drink is because alcoholism run in their family, and they was just
Scared
so
of it.
scared from growing up of seeing, you know, people in their family like that they felt like if they had a drink that they would end up like that. So
most people that drink, that's why. But also people that are recovering from drugs don't drink alcohol either, because that would lead them into
To drugs,
to it.
because that's
Yeah.
how they like.
because it's
and-
the same thing if you think about it.
Yeah.
For them, you know, they're probably using drugs as a getaway.
Like,
and
you
escape.
drunk, but shit,
Yeah.
now I want to be high.
It kind of goes both ways too, because sometimes it could be an outlet. Like with myself, not as serious as that, but tobacco and smoking Black and Mild. Y'all know I was smoking a pack of Black and Milds a day.
So much.
And drinking
God damn.
makes me want to smoke a black. You know what I'm saying? Eating
used
makes
to
me
love
wanna-
them blacks.
Right, fool?
Bruh, like, and then at the time I was drinking black. I mean, I was
Drinking
smoking
black.
Drinking black.
I was smoking Black and Mild too.
Hey,
and that nigga used to make me sick.
Right, for like like with
That
black
nigga would keep passing you the black. Like, are we done?
Nigga, I would wake up and smoke a black. I would go to work and go on break and smoke a black. I would leave, go to lunch and smoke a black. Eat, smoke a black. So
this nigga said drinking black. Have you ever like said some shit where you got tongue tied and like it came out real bad?
Mm-hmm.
Yesterday I was in the barbershop, right? And I was thinking about my homeboy. I was talking about my homeboy, but then I was about to bring a story up about my cousin. And I don't know why. My homeboy, my cousin. Homeboy, cousin. So I was like, yeah, man. You know what I'm saying? Because then me and my husband.
whoa, what you got, cuz? What you need to let me know?
I said, no, man.
It's all good, cuz.
It's all good.
It's all
Hey,
good.
We can go to the next level.
It is. It's all good. But I was just saying, like, I don't have a husband.
Just introduce me, cuz. Just introduce me.
I was like, no, man. And then you have to go back and try to like. No,
You know, I was
talking about my
combining
homeboy and my.
Hey,
but who I was talking to, we just died laughing about that shit though. But I had a husband yesterday.
Dummy.
Claiming people over there.
Hopefully you don't chase that high.
But all in all, man, prayers to DMX, man. Hopefully he comes out of this well and he gets back on track. And it's been a tough couple of years, and especially around the time of, like we just said, nip pass, and we don't want this to be another, because unfortunately that's synonymous with your anniversary.
Your
Nip
anniversary,
pass.
yeah.
So
It was that sad.
we don't want to add another one to that.
Yeah.
So rest.
That was a great, joyous time. Many memories from that. A little bruh falling off the table.
That nigga face first in the
I love
sand,
watching that
goddamn.
I ain't drunk.
That nigga fell off a table.
I ain't drunk.
Face first.
Face
yeah.
first.
Mark being on the table.
On the table. A lot of people asked me about that. They was like, man, you let them do the wedding. Like, yes, that's
It's a
exactly what I
celebration.
want my friends to be doing at
Having fun.
my wedding. Because, like, to me, that it showed me that everybody was having a good time. It was the end of the night. It
was
ain't
no
like he did
fighting.
it during the middle of the ceremony.
Yeah.
We was all drunk. Like, that was just a good ass
Yeah,
time.
we had been drinking. Everybody had been drinking. all
Everybody
day.
laughed at it, man. That's what you want.
Yeah,
You
that's it.
Don't want no uptight ass with no you can't have a drink.
And it's on the
and-
beach. Like,
dance too
And
hard.
to me, that's part. To me, my personal opinion, that's part of picking a destination wedding. Although everybody might not want to go to that destination, it was done so we can have fun for multiple days. Like,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? So everybody can have fun and get an enjoyment out of it instead of going, and doing it for a
one
few
night,
hours
yeah.
and then you know what I'm saying? That's why we picked it like this.
no, yeah, we had a great 4, 5, 3, 4, whatever, how many days it was. It was one big day to me. I can't
There is
really
that, right?
remember.
Goddamn.
I just remember we
All in
ate
one.
breakfast together every goddamn day.
And you had matching outfits on.
I didn't have no matching out.
You did have on matching outfits.
Matching
man.
with who?
Your wife.
No, we never had matching
Y'all was
outfits.
matching and shit. It's okay,
Oh,
man. It's cool,
man.
man. Don't worry
Y'all
about it.
like the only one that had match outfits.
cool.
But you get it.
No.
Nah, no, don't. You had don't try to do it.
Nah,
Nope.
Same outfit.
We talked last week.
Never mind.
We talked last week. That was different.
My Adidas.
Dummy.
Kumo D so crazy.
Hey man, let me get out of here. We talked last week. We talked.
I'm here to have fun.
We talked.
I don't care.
We talked last week about vaccinations, and maybe it was the week before that. I don't even remember. But we talked about how not shaming people and stuff on vaccinations and then how that's gonna go. But I don't know if y'all saw. Rutgers was one of the first schools to say that in the fall that if you haven't got your shot, they're requiring shots to be able to come in the fall. You seeing people come out. Some of the airlines are coming out with, CDC saying that people who've been fully vaccinated can fly without getting tested and stuff. So I'm saying that to say that do we still believe that eventually it's gonna probably be a requirement
Mandatory.
to have that shot?
Yeah.
I ain't
I
gonna
hope
say,
so.
I ain't gonna say a requirement, but I think it's like schools. Like if you're gonna send your kid to school without vaccination, you're just gonna go through a whole lot more. It's just gonna be a big inconvenience for you without having it.
I'm totally for that. I think everybody, and especially since even Alabama starting, I think the 5th, anybody over 16 can get it.
I think
Really, you could have been got it, to be honest.
Yeah, because Warren is just 18, 19, and he got it. So
all you had to do was check on the box. Like they ain't make you show your doctor's ID.
Yeah.
So, but even if you wanted, but I knew some people that said I'm gonna wait my turn. So I'm not
I
gonna
mean,
try
he
to skip
did
the
he
line.
did wait his turn because technically he was eligible because he works at Walmart.
Okay.
So he's a essential
how-
worker. So
yeah.
That's
he's
how the
still
girl was.
18, 19,
She
he's
said she
19.
wanted to wait her turn. Her turn ended up being today.
Mhm.
Through her employer, she was able to go ahead and get it. You know what I mean? So
But the only thing, like, it needs to be a better way than that paper.
The card.
Yeah, that
Like,
card.
so what if you lose that card? What do you get a replacement from?
they give it to you.
The card.
Hopefully.
Todd lost his card.
Oh, did he?
walked right in there. Oh, I ain't got the card.
Stupid.
Lady
sound
just gave
about
him a
right.
new card.
So
That
I
sound
can't.
about
But
right.
can I get that at the CVS in Calera, or do I have to go way to fucking? What
They
was
should be
that?
able to pull it up. I'm pretty sure they
Yeah.
could.
I'm pretty
But because I had to make them sign my second shot. I was like, hey, you ain't signed a little second line. She was like, oh, they're supposed to do that when you checked in.
Fool, I didn't even look at my card. I just know it got a second stamp, and I don't know if it got a sign or not.
No, it just got to be a better way besides that card because it can be manipulated and manufactured and all type of other little stuff.
That's always gonna be the case. Niggas gonna fake them goddamn results somehow
Not if it's
in the system,
in the system. Yeah.
Yeah.
unless you Russian.
Well,
Russian
Hack
hacker,
that
baby. Hack the fuck out of put me in
I
the system.
I just don't want the niggas to have the capability of goddamn.
Because
paying,
and to be fair, like they
selling
never.
niggas gonna be selling cards in the hood.
So did they ever give y'all any guidance on what to do?
I got
with your
them
card?
vaccine cards.
They never told me what to do with this card.
No, I mean, I guess
You don't
that's
have
your-
nothing to do
that's
with
for
it. They
your
don't
record.
know who they.
But I
Still
would
tell me
would
something.
estimate if people are gonna start saying that you can't travel or you can't go XYZ, you ain't gonna need it probably.
I mean, it's gonna be the same as your vaccine card. You might not carry it around, but you can go to the
health
board of health,
department, yeah.
and get
That's
it.
an inconvenience. A lot of times it can be. I mean, I get
Okay.
you need it to do stuff, but like
You had to show it to get in the UAB.
I don't remember that. I'm pretty sure I did, but I don't remember how it
No,
went.
you
and what
had
it
to.
be. I'm sure my mama went through it, but I didn't.
Just a quick on time update. It say DMX is taking off life support and breathing on his own.
Good,
That's dope.
So
good.
so that's a good sign. That's a great sign actually.
Good.
So hopefully keep progressing that way. And I didn't mean to cut y'all off, but
Nah, that's a
Yeah.
perfect cutoff. That's
No,
fine.
That's a great. That's your best cutoff.
nigga, my cutoffs are always my best cutoff.
Nah, shit.
Did y'all see? We talked about sneakers and getting mad. Now I don't know how true this is because I couldn't find any reputable sites, but I kept seeing where they saying that Nike is reportedly shutting down the popular sneaker app indefinitely until they can resolve all the bot issues and massive number of sneakerheads have been,
That's fair.
taking people out.
That's real
I
fair.
don't believe it.
You know,
I
Bullshit.
think I believe it. I don't know if it's gonna work or not, but I believe that.
Bullshit. They don't care
What do you tell me? What you don't believe?
that they even give a fuck about fixing. Like, it doesn't benefit them to fix the app,
I think so because it's more of an uproar now.
but they don't make any money off fixing the app.
I mean, it makes people more fair.
because for
It
them
makes
they
it more
make the
fair.
same amount of money.
They're gonna make the same amount of money.
They do, but then that's
E-
why that's
they
why I
either
believe it.
give if they give one pair to 10,000 people or 10,000 to one person, they still sold
but do
10,000
they? But
shoes.
do they care? Because if I'm not naming names or naming places, but I've seen a lot of quote unquote resellers with a lot of dead stock.
Just sitting there.
And if I'm Nike, yeah, that shoe got bought, but I want the shoe on people's feet.
Yeah, because I think that lets you resell it again. If it's more out there and more gone,
and
it lets you resell it again and make more money.
And tell you the truth, I don't think they want to fix it just like Foot Locker and all these other places have stock in StockX. I don't mean to double say it like that, but they got stock in the resale market. So
Who Nike does, or
not Nike, but I know Foot Locker does.
right? So
So
Nike
you don't
does.
know if Nike might do it too.
But Nike doesn't have it now. So if
On
they don't
paper.
have it now, it doesn't benefit them.
I think it. I get what you.
They
saying.
let an executive buy 100,000 shoes.
They didn't
fired
let
her.
them. They didn't know.
They didn't
so
know.
they
They
got rid of
fired
them
her.
when they found out. Quote
Or
unquote. when they
she
found out.
resigned, but you know how that go.
Yeah.
But I think if I'm Nike long term business, I think I need to stop the bots.
Yeah, because I want more people wearing my shoes. It's a simple supply.
The
and
interaction is trash. Like, I keep losing those
Because
sneakers,
I feel
but
like
I keep going back to it.
But you keep losing. So I think eventually,
You
like
gonna win
especially
sometimes.
and some of the losing is new. Like the last maybe 6 or 7 months, it's been worse. on all kind of shoes. And
Usually I could get them.
I think that make you start like saying, you know what, fuck that. I'm finna get these Adidas that I can go in the store and just go get. I ain't got to wait in line. And it make people start, like, you going to lose a taste for that shit. So it's
Hopefully
probably in their
so.
best interest long term.
And
to
you
fix
saying
it.
you're going to eventually stop using the Nike app, I think that fucks it up.
Yep. And you did say that.
That fucks it up big time. Like,
No, that's
eventually,
true.
if everybody stopped using the Nike app, like, I ain't going to Nike app. I ain't going to get shit. That's gonna
Because
fuck up Nike.
I'm not gonna lie. Like I was just sneaker app. But once I kept losing, like, well, shit. Let me
Like, fuck
it.
let me use Foot Locker. Let me use Foot Action. Let me use Champs.
I'm going to tell you how fast that shit changed. It literally, when I was calling for like Nike to make more of the Nike Air Max 1s, the first few pair that I got, I went on it late and I clicked it and got them.
It was just was
But
already
now,
available.
nigga, any one of them ugly motherfuckers that might come out,
You ain't
them
getting
bitches be gone. in
You
3
told me
seconds.
one time they were sold out online but available at the mall.
The ones that I wear when I walked in the mall, I never even saw them online, but I walked in the mall. That's why it's good to still kind of check in
Yeah.
there. I just was going in there, just let me go in here. I'd never go in the mall no more. But I walked in, I
don't
saw
know
them,
the
I
last
was like,
time.
oh shit. The ones with the, do the right thing
Yeah.
sleeve on them or whatever you
Yeah.
call it. But
4 acres and a mule thing or whatever.
Last time I
Yeah.
went to the mall, I went for Chinese food.
that nigga went to the mall for Chinese food.
With a good
Now
Chinese food.
Galleria got a little Japanese spot.
They got about 3 of them, goddamn.
Yeah.
But Nike app, get it right, good, cool, and figure that shit out.
Yeah, all I gotta do is do that shit. How many street lights is in this picture? And that stopped the bots, I think. Or am I a
Recapture.
robot?
It's
many
it's
street
called
lights?
recapture. Yeah.
Yeah, like do that shit. Like, you know what I'm saying?
That's gonna stop you from getting
And then I think it's fucked up.
That's gonna fuck you up though. You ain't gonna get the shoe. You be like, there's a street light here. By the time you
Hey,
see
I
that,
done,
They'll do another
You
one.
ever flunk one of them bitches before?
Yeah.
and I got it
Bitch,
right.
that look like a street light.
I
A little
flunked-
blurry ass picture.
I don't know where all the traffic lights stop
That
at.
little blurry ass picture.
But then also like
Shit.
I ain't know you meant the fake street light you put on the ground, bitch.
but then it's like say it's a popular shoe you might want to get for you and the girl. It's no way possible if it's a popular shoe.
At this point in life, it is not a shoe I can get what I don't get for me and a girl. She gonna goddamn be mad if I do.
So y'all,
But it ain't
so y'all
possible.
be dressing like too, huh?
Nah, she just wants some cool shoes like me.
They just be wearing matching chains.
That's fresh. That's fresh.
That's dope.
That's how you do it.
You
That's
see
fresh.
how he?
It's a dope way of lameness.
I mean, a matching chains is fresh. I don't care how you put it. Matching chains is fresh.
You know,
Matching
you went
nice-
from matching shoes to matching chains.
Well, but to
It's
be
just
fair,
progression.
To be fair, we have nothing that matches other than maybe some dummy sweaters or some shit.
I think y'all both got the cupcake sweatshirt.
No, we don't. This is just mine. Mm-hmm. Cause I took this. She got some decals and I took it out of her shit and added it on mine. But she don't got it.
Follow up to something you said. We was talking about Joe Biden last week, and we was talking about Joe Biden and the thoughts of student loan forgiveness and everything. I don't know if y'all saw this week,
Reconsidering
but
the 50 grand.
he's considering exploring the option of getting it up to 50,000.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah, so
I did see that. That's cool, man. I wonder how much does it hurt them to just get rid of it all. I don't know. And I hear it's impossible, but why?
to get rid of it all.
Yeah, we got $1 trillion we can put towards something, this and that. Why not that? Because I think it. Me personally, I'm not the fucking guy who figures out the money of the world. That's Munich or whatever, Munchkin, whatever that nigga name is, job.
Dummy.
But
Mnuchin.
yeah, that nigga. But to get rid of all of this money, I think it's going back into because we want to do this so we can get a house. We want to do this so we can get a car.
I think-
we want to do this so we can get a business loan.
I
It
think
goes
that would-
back into the
I think that
economy.
would stimulate the economy way more
I
than
think it would, too.
$1,400 check.
Right, nigga. If I don't have this over my head, nigga, I'm going to find me a building
Because
to
like
buy.
out of that list, you still got some people who after 10 years the loans is forgiven out of that list.
Mm-hmm.
But if you like you said, if you forgive it, they're gonna go buy
Or
houses,
you got a lot
investment
of people,
properties.
or you got a lot of people that ain't gonna never pay that shit.
Right. And
Right.
that's the thing. Like, I think like even those forgiveness programs, like, think about this. There's jobs that you can work for 10 years and pay for it for 10 years, and you're paying $10 a month, whereas you probably paid $10,000 on $250,000 of loans you owe. Why not just get rid of that shit and let me go get a $150,000 loan to get a building?
What do y'all say to
You're
those-
gonna make more money that way.
What do y'all say to the people who be like, you went to school, nobody made you go to school, you should pay for that shit. Like I did.
Nigga, society made me go to school. Nigga.
Yeah, I felt like I had. I ain't have no other choice.
I
but
don't
to go to
think there's.
school.
I don't know.
I couldn't just sit at my mama's house.
I don't think there's many people who do good, simple jobs who didn't go to school. I mean, there's some people who make a lot of money and real good money who didn't go to school. But I think that unless you're like an entertainer type of person, you're kind of working real hard. Like truck drivers, them niggas work 9 months out of the year. That's tough.
We're a little bit past the age where like you can figure out how to make money without going to school. Like it wasn't all those avenues when we was in high school.
Well, I do think that now
It wasn't marketed. We
I think
talked
this
about
age
it.
you
It
can
wasn't
make-
marketed like that.
Yeah.
It was like you go to school.
Like
you gonna
we
be a
didn't
better
know
person.
we was gonna be in all this debt after school.
And
They never told you about the debt.
And we talked about that shit before because remember I brought up the example of the guy from Dirty Jobs. He was saying how all he ever wanted to do was construction and Bobcat type stuff, and they told him, "Do you want to work smart or do you want to work hard?" You know what I'm saying? And they pushed that idea of schooling. Oh, you can pay for it with student loans. Oh, student loans don't count against your debt. Oh, it don't. You know,
it's a
not
low
bad
interest
debt.
rate.
And then you penalizing people, like I said, who just trying to find a better way of life. Maybe I'm not that skilled with my hands, or I don't have a.
I don't want to
a
go
talent.
do a dirty job.
Right. So
I don't. Me personally, I don't.
I
And I
don't.
think that's what and that's what I was talking about when I was saying it. I think that the people who don't go to school and still are successful, they doing those dirty jobs more than likely.
Not all, but
Not all,
you
but
can make a lot of money
outside of
doing
entertainment.
doing
Outside of entertainment.
with a trade. You can make a lot of money.
You
Yeah,
can.
But you're gonna be a plumber. Like plumbers make good money.
Yeah,
Electricians make good
electrician.
money.
Yeah,
But you gonna do some shit. You gonna wrestle with some shit. And you're gonna be doing a whole lot of shit.
And I think with anything you
why
get,
you keep saying
'cause
shit?
I
Because
can't
it's
help
plumbers.
it. It's just hey man. There you go.
I think with anything you get kind of burnt out. Because I was talking to Cuz and he was saying that electrician sometimes is not what it's cooked up to be.
Do you think you get burnt out with everything you do?
I
Yeah.
think you can. Hell yeah.
Typing. I mean, it might not be physical, but like people that work physically for a living doesn't understand it's draining to work mentally for a living.
What about that fun job? You think that fun job you get tired of that shit too?
Yeah. Man, I don't know.
I mean, niggas say they.
I'm gonna say yeah.
Niggas
but
get tired of playing a sport.
niggas get tired of playing football. Like
So-
niggas
'cause
get
it's a-
tired of crushing. Goddamn. Like, I mean, like,
That's the
that
best.
shit-
The best thing in
that's
the
the
world.
best feeling ever. And sometimes like, hello, I'm ready.
Yeah.
Dummy.
I don't feel like it.
Just hold me.
Maybe next Wednesday. They say next Wednesday. Goddamn.
It's April the 1st. Catch me on the 14th.
Yeah, the 48th. Catch me on the 48th.
Ain't there something on Netflix?
But
Right.
but no,
Hold me.
but seriously, though,
Hey,
like,
we done turned into the niggas who be like, hold me. Just hold me.
Dummy.
but nigga, but you right though.
well, when dance fell out that goddamn chair.
The whole wheel came off. That bitch got need to lean to the
I
right.
nigga folded up on it, be like a little folding chair. One. But nah, to your question though, like to your point, I think somebody asked me one time, they argued with me about like, oh no, it's because you don't love what you're doing. That I was like, I love football, and I was tired of that shit.
I was fool. Like it's crazy to say, but when I hurt my foot, I was excited. And that sucks to say because I knew I didn't have to play anymore.
Right.
Like once I knew my foot was broke, I knew I didn't have to play anymore. And like I never reconsidered going back and trying to play again. Like never. Like I ain't even go to rehab because I was like, I don't give a fuck about football anymore. Like
It's just,
You broke your foot at the end of your
that's how my career ended. I broke my foot and I had like 3-4 games to return my senior year and I just never even cared to go back.
yeah. I just, for me personally, if I'm not on the beach drinking drinks and just sitting there doing nothing and getting paid,
That's fun.
yeah, I'm probably like
That's the fun, goddamn. But if you gotta put your time and shit into it and focus and all of that shit matters.
I just reprogram my thought process for me personally. Like
You have to.
as long as I'm getting paid decent wages and it's allowing me to take care of my family and the necessities that I'm trying to do or build other avenues, then I'm cool with it. Like I'm not gonna love it, but I'm cool with it.
And food, like, what made me think about that is when I got a new job at work. I went talked to the boss of bosses. And I just was excited to talk to them to see what they had to say. Because I thought they was going to be excited in their job. Like, you know what they told me? You don't want this job. I'm looking for a way out. like for real, fool.
But people
They was
always
I'm
say
looking
that
for a
shit.
way out. Goddamn. And that put me in that mind frame. I need to go do some shit I want to do and I like to do. so I can be successful at what I want to do and what I like to do, not because this is what they have in stake for you.
And it's crazy because like talking about what you love to do, I just feel like that, like podcasting. I love podcasting. Like I know for some people it might not be viewed as a job or it's not viewed at something serious, but I put a lot of effort into podding. I put a lot of effort into how to come in here and get you guys to talk or
that makes it a job.
Right. And how to find conversations that I know that's gonna be funny. How to get people to open up. Like I literally do that weekly. And I think, for the sake of the love of that, that's how, getting to Content Factory, that's one big reason why I felt like it was time to do something like Content Factory because of the love of it.
Question for you. Me and Dez was talking once that all ended, based on that little conversation is, if Content Factory becomes the way that you make your money and the way that you live your life and the thing you depend on, you think you're going to still love it?
I think I'm going to love it. I think I'm going to love it because it's something that I visioned and created.
It's your vision, not somebody else's.
Right. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's not, Apple. It's not,
it's not your job currently.
Yeah, it's not ESPN. It's not something where I go in and it's something
do
that
what they want me to do.
Yeah, I got say so on how it works. I got say so on what the colors look like. I got say so on, all the business aspect. And it's not about I got say so. No, it's not about that. It's just the idea
doing what I want to do.
Like, yeah, if it don't work or if it has trouble,
can change it.
you, and that's what I meant by it.
I got you. I feel you. And I do agree. And I would hope that mine is the same. But I don't know until you know. You never know until you know. Like training. I love training. I love the training. I like to train. Can I depend on training? I don't know. Like photos, I love it like honestly, photos has been the funnest, best hobby I've ever had.
Yeah.
And I love that shit. Like I love it when it means nothing. And when I say means nothing, it's not, hey, I need you to take these photos for me to look like this. No, that's not the best photos for me. For me, it's the ones I want to go take, and I just enjoy taking some random shit that I want to take. And so that's the best photos.
I think for me, one of the biggest things that I've always wanted to do. I never had a vision or a dream of being a businessman. Anybody who know me, my friends, everybody around me know that I've always created business for other people.
You think that's gonna make you more successful?
No,
I think it will, but
maybe. But I never wanted necessarily like, oh, I can't wait to start this business. I never wanted it. I just like the idea of, Dez, you do this. Oh, I got a homeboy that do that. Let me connect y'all. And then I start realizing that, like, that's actually a medium to make money. Like, you're connecting dots. You know what I'm saying? And I've always been good at that. But I think with this, it just was a no-brainer because I saw a need and a niche. And it's like, why not try it? You know what I'm saying? Well, something we're already doing and something we're already good at, why not try it and create money off of it? And to your point about loving what you do in pictures, I think personally, and not even just with pictures specifically, but just with anything, I think the biggest difference is at my job and even in my job, I mean, you got vacation, you got holiday pay and stuff, but I think creating a system is always important. And at first, the system may not work. Like at first, we might be in that bitch for 99 hours a week trying to get it right, get it going. But if we can master this system and we can get it how I see it and how I envision it, I think it'll be really easy to say like, oh damn, we're making money and we don't have to be there. And I think that's part of the problem with training. Like you love training, but you love training because you like to work out. You like to work out. But after I get my hour and a half workout, like damn, I got 15 more workouts.
Yeah. Right.
You know what I'm saying? And I think that can create burnout. And I think that can create, where you kind of like, God damn, I don't really want to go up in here. You know what I'm saying? But, in the early stages, like you said.
That's smart. That's smart. And that's something to think about. It's good to create the system for as far as where the system works. And you got to bring in other people to follow that system.
You have to. You have to.
I've learned that. That's the great thing about a manager is they know how to delegate.
You have to. Like, I'm sorry, I don't care how talented you are, how. I mean, some people just want to be self-employed, and that's fine. But being self-employed is no different than being
a worker.
Because you're just working for yourself. But if you have a job that the only way you can make money is by you physically doing it, then you just have a job like everybody else. And there's nothing wrong with it. I'm not saying
that's harder.
Right. Well, it's not necessarily that it's harder. It's just that you make your money. So you have to go do it. No problem. If that's, see fit. I don't pass judgment either way because I think it's subjective. But to me, I want to create a system where we can make money without always having to be the ones they're making it.
Do you think Content Factor is that for you?
I think it can grow into that. I don't think it's that yet.
Okay, so stop. We haven't opened yet,
right?
Based off the feedback we've been receiving, do you think it can be that?
I know it can be that. Like I didn't even thinking of what we're doing and what we're trying to do. I wouldn't even be doing it if it couldn't be that. It can be that. But the thing is,
you still got to work for it to be that.
Right, and you have to get the right pieces in place. You have to, because me knowing it means nothing if I don't get the right people in place.
Share that shit.
You know what I'm saying? And not only me getting the right pieces in place, the right people knowing, believing in what I'm saying. Because I can say that and then oh, fuck that shit.
And food, that's where I'm at. I'm gonna be honest. A lot of people been coming. We ain't open yet. A lot of people, that shit dope. That shit live. That shit cool. That shit gonna work. That shit gonna do this.
Right.
And I'm thinking in my head shit. We gotta make sure it work first.
Yeah.
That's in my head.
Me too.
Make sure it work first.
Me too. Because, like we said, you have to have people with you that are as smart or smarter than you in their expertise. And just being transparent, some of the things that come in is, do everybody believe like you believe? Like you, I don't. And I'm not meaning that as a knock. I just don't know. Like I can't be in your brain. I can't be in Dad's brain. I can't be in nobody's brain to see how they feel about, X, Y, Z. I only know how I feel about it. You know what I'm saying? And so that's kind of, one of the things that you have damn, I know where we can take it. I know where we can go, but can we make it
place? Yeah.
And what people saying is dope and I think the concept of it is dope. I think what we're trying to create, what we're making for the city is dope. I'm not knocking or shooting shots at nobody. I just don't think right now in the city there's nobody that's going to offer the services that we offer with the ambiance that we offer, with the quality of service that we can offer.
I'm glad you doing
right
it,
now.
Nigga, I'm not. Nigga, ain't nobody got what we got.
I'm just not.
Just to be fair,
I'm
glad he takes that role. Normally, I do too.
Yeah,
I ain't taking that role.
I mean, I'm saying it. I'm basically saying nobody in the city offers
got it.
the service that we have.
I'm gonna be honest. There's some recording studios that's better than what we have. There's some photography studios that's better than what we have. There's none that have both what we have. Not a one. So I'm gonna keep it like that. Keep it funky.
Right. And so I'm excited, man. Again, for anybody who is looking to create a podcast or have photography, or if you're a freelance photographer and you're looking for a studio home, reach out to Content Factor, man. We got really good costs. Don't let cost be the reason why you don't come. Talk to us. Maybe if you got a show that's running on a different format than others, we can make the cost work. And that's another thing. I'm in the business to make money. But again, and maybe this is wrong, since I don't look at the bottom line, I'm not a big bottom line person. Of course I want to make money.
I don't know what the bottom line
we've
is.
put too much money into it to say that we don't want to make money.
Let's be real with them. Let's be real with them. We came into this shit, nigga, I make my money elsewhere.
Right.
So the money ain't it for us.
Honestly, and that's why I said, when we go back to the love, I love podcasting. And I love being around other creatives who create podcasts. So to me, the studio side of it, that's where I came from. I just want to be able to help people create a show and bring it to light, because so many people came to me like, man, how I start a podcast, or how I do this, or how I develop. I'm listening to somebody tell me an idea that they have, and I was like, man, that's a podcast right there. You should capitalize on
everything a podcast right now. I ain't gonna lie.
It can be.
Nearly all.
I'm not gonna say everything is a podcast, because it's a structure and a format
It
that has
can
to
be.
be put around it.
I'm gonna say it can be like
Yeah, it can be, but
like you can be a bartender and come in here and have a bartending podcast.
shit, I can be
You
a
can be a
ballerina.
chef.
I can be a ballerina.
That's my point. That's
right.
my point. That's
yeah,
my point.
you know what I'm saying.
That's
But
my
how
point.
do how do you put
But
it
you
in
still
there?
got to structure it right, and we can help you with that.
But we excited about it, man.
As you can tell,
And thank you to the many people who are already reaching out. We had a lot of people already reaching out and coming to us. We haven't set the date yet, but we will set a date, and we'll let everybody know who wants to be a part. We know COVID is still a thing. We'll try
But
to
it's
figure
getting
out a
better.
way
It's getting
that we
better.
can
It's
have
getting
maybe a
better.
soft opening and a bigger opening where everybody can enjoy it. We just got to see what that looks like. But we love the feedback. We love the support. Thank y'all to everybody who is doing that. Just share it. Share the pages, man. Get as many people as you know. Send them over
Content
our way.
Factory B-Ham, goddammit.
Yep.
Or follow us individually, and you'll see it. I'm Scooter with like 5 A's. I don't know. Stock
I never know my shit no more because I
Stock
changed
41 is Stock. I don't know that nigga named Stocks. Stock IG.
Yeah,
It's Stock IG.
STOCK_IG, I think.
Follow one of those,
Yeah,
and you gonna
there you
figure
go.
you gonna see the
Or the
Content
Content
Factory.
Factory
Content
B-Ham.
Factory B-Ham on Instagram initially, but I'm pretty sure the Instagrams.
Yep.
I mean the Facebook is out there. The website coming by the time the building opens. So you know what I'm saying, just pay attention, man, and support. You know what I'm saying, support. We take advice too. You know what I'm saying? Because it's for y'all. It's not for us at this point. I have the photo shit I need, but I also like sets and shit too. I like to know what y'all want. I like to know what y'all need. Stock handles the audio side. I don't know nothing about that, and I ain't gonna lie. So if you need to know something about audio, ask him. But I'm also sure if you have some advice that you can give me, I'll take it and listen to it. So
Yeah. To me, it's a humbling thing when you're trying to open something. Because to me,
Why?
I
Why
always
humbling?
think, I just think by nature, I talk a lot of shit, and I talk a lot of shit, and I do have an arrogance sometimes about myself, sometimes. But I am humble by nature. And so, like, even with music, when I was rapping and stuff, like, I just look at it like, you got to be, it's kind of crazy to think that I'm finna put out something that somebody gonna like.
That's what I still struggle with.
And even with Content Factory, it's like, who am I to create this business? And I know that these people gonna want to flock to us and want to be here at this business.
I have that same thing, fool, because like I be looking at that shit like, nigga, I know I ain't the best photographer in the city.
Yeah.
I ain't nowhere, nigga, I'm still fairly new. Nigga, I reach out to photographers all the time to get advice. So I know for a fact I'm nowhere near the best photographer in the
Right.
city.
But
that's what I want to strive for.
But to your point, even a lot of photographers that are quote unquote supposed to be the top dogs in the
don't
city,
have that shit.
They still don't know how to do,
They don't
certain
have that
things,
shit.
So
They don't have it. They don't have who we have. Me as a nigga,
there you go.
I don't know a photographer in the city who's been doing this shit. I would say, like, honestly, my first real pictures was around Christmas time. That's December. What is April? In 4 or 5 months, have a studio to work out of? Like, come on, man.
But
Like,
to
you
me-
gotta, like, that shit matters, man.
To me though, that's not about necessarily the good quality of the pictures or not knocking
That's
your
the
quality.
vision.
But
It's the
that's just
vision.
to me that's just a business set. That's a business mindset. So I don't know, man. I just feel like we created something that's for everybody to enjoy. It's a market that we can, put in for everybody, and we'll go from there with it. You know what I'm saying? And we're
My boy Dez back there talking. Y'all can't hear him, but my boy Dez back there talking his shit.
Did y'all
My
see
boy
that
talking his shit.
Coke and Delta?
Like cocaine?
No, Coke.
Cocaine.
Like Coca-Cola Classic and Delta.
Cocaine.
They're
Pure
both
cocaine.
they're both giving a lot of backlash to Georgia
Good.
about the law that they passed, trying to restrict voter suppression
as
and
well as
things
the
like
major
that.
as
So,
well as Major League Baseball.
Yep.
Shout out to baseball. I'm back. I'm sorry.
I think
don't know what I
more people other than baseball is gonna do that too.
yeah, but because it's just only natural. Like who?
Be for the people. It's simple.
But
Yeah, I agree with that.
I do feel like wherever the baseball All-Star Game is, we need to watch. Even though you never
I
watched
will.
before.
I will.
I'm going to watch this one.
I've watched
Just-
before.
Just for support.
I watched before. I want to say the last one might have been in Atlanta, but Major League Baseball has moved the Major League Baseball All-Star Game out of Atlanta because of their voting rights or their voting rules or whatever. Stop. Maybe I'm pretty sure you can tell us more about that. Whatever the new voting laws or rules they have in place is bullshit for black people. More than likely.
I mean,
and for impoverished people.
I mean, Delta CEO said it plainly. He basically said the new Republican bill that makes it harder for Black and Latino Georgians to vote is unacceptable. The entire rationale for this bill was based on a lie that there was widespread voter fraud in Georgia in the 2020 election, and that's simply not true. It's been debunked over and over again. But
it might have been like one or two cases.
But the new way that news spread, and I'm not even talking about politics right now. The new way that news spread is if I say it so many times or I say it enough times, that lie can be true.
And I saw that. I read that. I want to say CNN put some shit up today. Whereas basically, Democrats are trying to make it easier to vote, and Republicans are trying to make it harder. Trying to make it harder, man.
America was supposed to be built on people being able to vote.
Hey, man, shouts out to Cuz. I don't mean Cuz just walked in this thing, man, and Cuz did some shit with the content factor that's coming in that was fucking amazing. And I don't even think he knew he can do. But shouts out to Cuz.
I was talking to Stock, and I always like to get niggas they flowers. But, no, Cuz is a damn genius.
Cuz need a bouquet, goddamn.
Yeah. and if he put that bitch together, it's going to be backlit.
Right, nigga.
It's gonna
Nigga have a bouquet with flowers, with lights, and goddamn all kind of shit, with fireworks coming out of his shit.
It's going to say your name. Goddamn, everything.
Nigga, the fireworks going to shoot out Cuz.
Yeah, but
for people who don't know who Cuz is our electrician. I say our electrician because they work on our electrician.
Electrician, fence put together,
you minimizing my man. When you
no, I'm not. No,
when you say electrician,
I'm never gonna minimize them because I'm trying to go somewhere. When I say our electrician, the reason why I said it is y'all may not know this, but some of the stuff that Cuz was able to do, you were the first person he tried that shit on.
I know.
He did it brilliantly.
Listen. I know it because Cuz put my fence up, and Cuz was like, "Shit, this is my first time doing it." Yeah. He learned it from YouTube. Nigga put my fence up at my house off of YouTube, nigga. Shit, I know it.
Cuz put my ceiling fan up outside in like 15 minutes.
Like, what else you got for me to do?
Like, shit, can you fix this? It's been sparking. He the one that fixed the sparking shit. You like, shit, you know what it is.
But Dez, though, that bitch turned into some bacon.
Hey, Dez, Cuz the reason you alive, nigga.
This week, a lot of people had a chance to take a look at the opening week in the George Floyd case. You know, I don't know if anybody, has been paying attention to everything that's going on, the different people that's talked, the different testimonies, the way the defense kind of present the case versus the way the other side present the case. Have y'all watched any of the testimony or like paid attention to anything that happened in the George Floyd case this week?
I watched pretty much the first day, and then I was like, I'm just going to catch the recaps. Like, I just couldn't because they keep asking the same questions, and they know which way they're trying to lean.
And I'm glad the people not falling for that shit, too.
Yeah.
Ain't none of I've seen them do that to 4 or 5 people, and none of them falling for that bullshit. Like, leave me alone with that bullshit. Nah,
so,
that
no, this is what it was. Like, but
yeah,
I see what you want.
Hope them 12 jurors ain't
right. But
falling for it.
Hopefully. We gonna find out. But
they trying to say, like, he had drugs in his system and all that. But that's not a reason to be killed just because you took drugs. Maybe that's the reason. Hey, if it's illegal, maybe that's the reason to go to jail. That shouldn't be a reason, but if that's the law, that's the law.
Well, technically,
but that's not a reason to be killed.
Technically, as a law, it's not illegal for you to go to a store and be high.
That's true.
Simple as that.
You're not bothering anybody.
Using the fake money, yeah, but that doesn't. No, kill.
No.
Fuck no.
And did y'all? For somebody who kind of watched a little bit. I didn't get to watch it all the way through like I wanted to, but I watched a lot of it. The guy who initially, like, a lot of people show remorse for not doing more. Mm-hmm. And one of the people who did it was the person who actually, he tried to pass the bill too. He just felt like, man, I should have just, gone. See you later and go away.
He felt remorse.
Yeah, because he felt like if I wouldn't have said nothing, this would have never happened.
Because,
that sucks. That sucks.
He did it because they had a rule if you accept fake money and come
You
out
got to
your
pay
check.
for it.
So he was coming from, I don't want $20 coming out of my check.
Right.
But he thought the man would be arrested or saying, hey, get from around here or pay for it.
Mm-hmm.
Not, I'm going to kill this person because I don't want $20 out of my check. So,
man, come on, man. Send that nigga to a hole somewhere. I ain't gonna be with King. Don't kill him. Send him to a hole somewhere, man.
You can't do that with this.
I'm sorry, but I'm send him to a hole. Chauvin, send him.
No,
to a
don't
hole
send him to
somewhere.
a hole, like probation, make him pay the fine or whatever.
Chauvin. I'm talking about Chauvin.
Oh, no. I thought you was talking about
No. I said
if
that.
he got caught with the
no,
$20.
I'm talking about Chauvin, man. Send that nigga to a hole somewhere.
No,
That nigga
Chauvin gotta die.
I had to raise that eyebrow look.
I saw
goddamn,
it,
like,
nigga, no.
Oh, no.
probation.
No, I'm talking about Chauvin.
No, Chauvin gotta die. I was saying,
There
That's
you
what
go.
I'm saying. No, nigga.
I was
You
saying
kill everybody,
if Floyd got caught with the 20, you know what I'm saying?
then
Or
man,
that's how it should have went. He should have got a
The
fine or
the
whatever.
most he'll do is go sit in the drunk tank, even though he's not drunk. It was whatever he was on.
Hey,
And
get detained, go to jail.
Yeah.
pay $500 and you good.
That
Or
should be
whatever
every
it is.
American right. If you supposedly do something wrong, you have your day in court.
I thought a testimony this week that was really damning or really convincing was the
boss?
lieutenant
Yes.
who said
Yeah.
that once he was handcuffed that he totally used unnecessary force. He said that, that once somebody's handcuffed, they are like, what's the threat? Like he's handcuffed, and not only is he handcuffed, he on the ground.
Mm-hmm.
You got 6, 7 officers around you. Why is your knee still on his neck? He said that that shouldn't have been the case. And I think they even went as far as saying, and y'all can correct me if I'm wrong, that he said that when he first told him that, he kind of omitted that he had the knee on his neck for as long as he did.
And the
9 minutes. Man.
and the black guy that has worked with police, did security and everything, and also it's a martial arts person was like, no, that's a chokehold kind of mentality type thing. And the way he was even positioning his knee and kept moving it was something you would do like in wrestling to make somebody like tap out, or it wasn't any type of thing that's taught in a police manner.
Did y'all see how the defense tried to kind of combat what he was saying?
I love the way not him.
Well, no.
I
The
love the way-
defense in this particular instance
No.
tried to paint it like to that lieutenant. They were like, "Well, you were a detective,
Mhm.
right?
Mm-hmm.
You never arrested people on a day-to-day basis. That wasn't your scope, right?"
Maybe initially he probably
Well,
had
no,
to,
but that's
right?
the answer to seeing court. They're not gonna let you say all that. Yes or no. You see what I'm saying? And so you don't get the chance to explain. Well, maybe no, yes or no. They're gonna get that shit out of there.
Mm-hmm.
So basically, what they was trying to say was, you don't know what they have to do out on the streets to detain people. That's how they was trying to get it. I don't think it's gonna work, but that's the way they tried to come back.
So the lieutenant has never been on the street ever before?
He was a detective, meaning he investigated and he wasn't
He came
necessarily
in like that.
That's tough.
That's
I thought they always
I don't
have to
know
go-
that. I
like
yeah,
you
I
have
didn't
to
think that
initially be on the
happened.
street, then be
I'm
a
not gonna
detective. Then I
again.
don't know though.
I'm not
I
gonna
don't
say
know.
that he came in like that.
That's why I said
That's what they're trying to paint on him. You have been a detective before you got your job, and you probably was a detective for 8, 9, 10 years. You wasn't arresting people.
You know
like
what? You know what? Yeah, I was a detective, and I know that once I have a person
that.
handcuffed,
Objection, Your Honor. You don't get to say all that.
I don't need the knee on their fucking.
You don't
neck.
get to say all that.
You're right, but all of that
As
has been
the-
explained.
What you're saying is
and those
great, but
people
you
need
don't get
know.
to say all that.
Yeah,
I'ma
they
say
gonna,
it.
they
I
gonna
don't-
get that.
I don't
out
give
there.
a fuck.
Get all that out
I'm gonna
of
say
there.
it just like my man was up there saying, you know what?
And
I don't know if I said that shit 18 times, but I said it. What?
Yeah.
You heard it 18 times, nigga? What?
As a
I'm with
As
you with
the-
that, but
What?
you don't get to say
I'm
all
about
that.
to- I'm-
As the
he said
defense
it, I'ma say
attorney,
it.
Get that out of there.
Fine,
as the-
I'm gonna say it.
the defense
and
attorney.
I know they get it out of there, but also
Adamant about that. Eh?
yeah, because
Go
that
ahead.
shit need to be
No
heard.
objections.
No, fool,
Kill him.
that shit need to be heard. Because like the guy who was explaining himself, like I don't know if I say that.
He
shit
was
18
actually
times.
answering the question though.
No, he was.
Yes,
like
he was.
18. You
He-
heard me
he-
say it 18 times.
Did I say it? No, he said specifically. Did you hear 18 times? Yeah. Well, I
Right,
guess
but that's
what I
not.
said.
But that's not an answer to the question.
Yes, it is.
No, it's not. That's
Sure.
a question.
No, it's not.
It's not an answer. Right.
Who
Did you hear me say?
Have you
18
ever been to
times?
court before?
Yeah.
Have you ever had to sit on the stand and be questioned in the
No.
court before?
No.
I can tell. What you saying?
No, but the guy was like, nah. The guy was like,
You're
nah.
talking logic. So
Right.
I don't
And
understand why you keep.
They don't.
Yeah.
I swear. I promise.
I get it.
If you never been, they
get
don't
it.
let you explain.
They don't want that.
Nothing.
They just want yes or no, black and white, because
And-
it's
and with
easier
that-
for them to paint their picture.
I understand,
And with that-
and I get it, but my man wasn't giving him a yes or no.
Yes, he was.
No, he wasn't.
No, he
He
asked,
tried to fight
he
it,
asked
but at a certain point, the judge,
you-
the lawyer gonna say, Judge, can you
Who
make
did?
him answer the question?
I
Who,
get it,
you're
but he-
allowed to ask a question. So he said, "Did you hear it 18 times?" The lawyer said, "Yes." Well, if that's
Well,
what you
if you
heard on the
heard-
tape, yes. You answered his question. You gave him a yes or no answer. Okay.
But
You don't get to explain though.
ask
Well,
the,
yeah, but da 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 da. No, you don't get to do that.
That shit stupid.
Hey, that's how it works.
I feel it, but that shit stupid. Goddamn.
Right. Right. So if you didn't say it 18 times, who said it?
That shit stupid.
Then you're gonna be like, I definitely bought the bill at. See, you know something?
345.
You know you done fucked up.
Can't
right?
get right bought the bill today.
well, like we going Thursday to Saturday, but
Look at you.
Look
at you.
as the defense attorney though, can they separate like their feelings from doing their job, or you think they just believe that
No, I think their job is their job.
Their job
I
is their
think
job.
Their job is
They
their job.
can-
that's a hard job?
I mean,
I don't think it is.
I think
Once
it's
you
any
have
job.
that mindset, your job is your job.
Think about any of the jobs
Think
that
about
we
your
work
job.
at.
Your
think
job,
about
you
it.
might have to be
it's,
like, no,
it's
you
people
can't
that
get
you
that.
probably want to give benefits to or help, but that's not
You
your
can't.
job, and
Yeah.
you can't do that.
Yeah, but I mean, you could say maybe it's life or death, but damn,
I'm
wrong
pretty
is
sure-
wrong.
I'm
Nah,
sorry, and I'm
that-
sorry
your
to
job,
say, it's
your
been-
job is to get them
and
off,
my job
wrong
is
or
probably-
right.
But
probably been times-
okay,
And
okay.
your law license depicts that.
Yeah.
Like you
that's
can't.
true.
Yeah, like shit. You shouldn't be a defense attorney if you don't want to. Like shit,
Do your job.
This nigga probably did it, but I gotta.
Hey, nigga.
Yeah,
You fighting for a murder. You got to fight for him.
I gotta find the best light.
You
But
got to fight for him.
but he was paid to do this. He ain't no public defender.
That don't matter. His
That makes
job-
it. That gives more motivation
job-
to why he doing it.
Yeah,
Right.
so he had to, because he could have turned it down. He didn't have to do this.
No,
Now where my job is at, then I have to do certain
But I'm
But
a
things.
defense attorney.
to be fair, like in a defense attorney, you wouldn't have a job if that's the case.
No, you just take the people you
No.
believe are right.
No, fool. No,
No, you can't.
Or questionable.
That's
Like
that's
I
not
said,
your
you wouldn't have a
job.
job. If you did that, you wouldn't have a job. 'Cause
No, everybody that is
For an example.
accused is not wrong.
For-
there's
for an
so many
example.
defense attorneys who are fighting for people who are guilty.
Yeah. And for an example, like nigga, whoever administered a lethal injection, you don't want to kill people, but that's your job. Your job is you were hired to do that.
Yeah, people gotta die. This is true. I
I
apologize.
don't think people have to die. That's just me. Like, go to a hole. That nigga
you
crazy.
believe in that whole.
I do, fool. I just believe
Pause.
in life. I just don't think it's a human's job to determine that a human should die. That's just me. Like, to me, if you do that, you're a killer. You're no different from nobody else.
Especially the people who really believe in the death penalty, but they're pro-life. Like
Make up your
kinda-
mind. What the fuck
it's
is
almost
it?
like hoodoo logic. You know
No,
what
no,
I'm
no.
saying?
It's like in this instance,
it don't really make it contradicts itself.
In this instance, it can't get right logic.
No, I don't. I'm pro-choice, but I believe in the death penalty.
The fuck he just said.
Man, please say this nigga that he's wrong. Cause he ain't gonna hear from me. Please tell him that's totally opposite of what you just said. Go ahead, tell him.
Tell her.
Tell him. So who right?
Can
Go
you?
ahead, tell him.
So Stock say you're pro-life. You pro-life? Or pro-choice? I mean, which one is it? Simple question.
I just said I'm pro-choice.
Mm.
That means I believe someone has the right to have an
choose.
abortion.
Yeah, that's fine.
But I also believe in the death penalty. He's saying,
I get it. I get what he's saying. But I think you're crazy to think that you have the job to determine that somebody deserves to die. Like, who the fuck are you?
who the fuck are you to decide to kill someone?
I don't. You are.
No, but when somebody kills someone, they're human is choosing to kill someone.
You're choosing to kill someone if you say they should die. I don't think that
If I point a gun to your head and pull the trigger, I'm choosing that you should die.
just like if you're pulling the trigger on the death penalty shit, it's the same thing, right?
That's because you chose to take someone's life.
Can't get right. I don't I'm not the guy who's going to determine whether someone should live or die. That's not my job, and neither is it yours. But you think it's yours.
But if someone decides it's time for someone to die, I have no problem with them dying
Which means you're choosing that they should die.
because they took someone else's life.
Don't give a shit. You're still choosing that they should die.
Okay.
That's my whole point. I don't give a shit if they kill somebody. I don't want to be the person to determine you should die. That ain't my job.
When
bro.
someone chose to take your wallet, you chose to fuck them up.
I did not. You know what I did? You want me to be honest? I slammed them and I held them till the police came, nigga.
That's not your choice to do that.
No, yes it is, nigga. I restrained them. I didn't.
That's not your choice to
You're not
restrain
supposed
in
to
a
do-
human.
You're actually supposed to call the police and let them do it.
I called them, but you know what Walmart told me?
But you touched them.
No, listen.
You're not supposed to touch
Listen,
them.
no,
You made a choice.
No, listen. Walmart told
He
me.
took matters into his
You
own
took
hands.
matters to your own hands.
What they say, call it authorities.
I didn't.
The authorities. You chose to be the authority.
Yeah.
Yeah,
favor.
you was the judge and the juror.
Do me a favor and listen.
Okay.
I went over there and I said, "Hey, Walmart, this guy is trying to do this." They were like, "Well, it ain't our job to restrain him." If you-
Exactly.
So what made it your job?
Because I'm about to tell you, if you shut the fuck up and
Sheriff
listen.
Williams.
If you shut the fuck up and listen, I tell you. They were like, if you want the police to get him, you got to restrain him. So you know what I did? I
What?
restrained him.
Did you have to?
That's what Walmart told me, nigga. So I just told you that.
No, Walmart gave you a choice.
No. They said if you want him to go to jail, you got to restrain him. So you know
So
what?
you had a choice between letting him go or stopping him until the police got there.
Exactly. Well,
And you made a choice.
Because Walmart told me if I wanted him to go to jail to restrain
You
him.
could have let him go.
No, nigga. I don't want him to go. I want to restrain him so he can go to jail for stealing.
But look,
my wife's
but
shit. Like, what the
look.
fuck?
Using that point of what you're saying, Walmart could have got you fucked up because you technically can't touch him like that. That's not your job.
I get that, but then Walmart told me this. So
But Walmart gonna go, but you're not gonna get that
Because
in court.
technically you committed a crime. You assaulted that
you
man.
assaulted him.
Then you know what happens? I'm suing the fuck out of Walmart for that.
For what?
You're not gonna win.
Walmart didn't tell you to go assault that man.
Yes, they did.
No, they didn't.
No, they did not.
No, listen. Y'all not listening. They did tell me
I hear
that.
what you're saying.
They told me that.
No, they didn't tell you to go slam that man 8 times.
They
I
said
didn't slam him 8 times.
They said if you want to do something about that man, you got to go do something about
Right.
it.
So is that not Walmart telling me to go?
No.
No, that's different.
I'm suing for that. If I could,
What you suing for?
Because Walmart told me.
Walmart told you there ain't shit they could do.
No.
And that's their store.
what they said.
No.
Yes, that is.
That could be
That's
their
exactly
story.
what they said.
That could be their story,
I'm
but
with
that's
Tank
not
right.
what they told me. They told me if you want him restrained, you got to restrain
Where
him.
your
Because
proof?
we can't do it.
Where your proof?
I don't give a shit. It's
Where your
word-
proof?
It's your word
Because
against
I know that they got a long bylaw about this yay long.
It's your word against mine.
you know
Their
what?
security
'Cause think about-
guards-
Think about this, Who? Think about this. If you still out of Walmart,
Mm-hmm.
they tell their employees not to touch them. So how the hell they gonna come in and let's do it for Chris Williams?
No.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, based off
People don't know. If you still out of the store and they really can't touch you.
They're
But
not supposed
but
to.
if you get out that door, it's your decision to come back in there.
okay,
They
so
can't touch you.
I'll go to war with that. I'll take that fight. I'll take that fight that he's in here stealing my wife's car. He has her car, and he's going to charge it. Yeah, I slammed him. Judge, what you gonna do?
That's
He had my
assault.
shit. He stole my shit.
That's the choice you
And it's
made.
fine.
I'll take that.
But can
You
I
know
take-
what I'm
Okay,
saying?
so you can't tell.
Let's
People
play-
don't have a choice.
Let's
No.
play it a double way. If you would have slammed him, he hit his head and something bad happened to him where he didn't make it. You're in trouble, Who?
Maybe.
No, maybe. You
I don't know.
are.
I don't know how it goes.
That's
though.
no different than, man, they shot at my cousin.
I get it.
I ain't gonna go to the police. I'm finna go do it myself.
You know what? I get it, and I hate to use that defense, but that's the police defense. When it hurt someone, or harm someone, or kill someone,
They got
I get
they're
it.
the authorities.
I get it, but they
Hey,
that's
Hootie.
the same
Come on,
argument.
man, let's get out of here, man.
Hang
We've
on,
been
hang
here
on.
too
One
long.
last thing. By law, somebody can walk into your house and say, "Man, fuck you," and if they don't cause you any harm, you can't do shit to them.
No, they can't
Not
walk
true.
in your house though.
Very false. You take
No,
you
not
doing that
walk
shit again.
into your house.
He doing that shit again.
Oh,
No, they can't walk in your
Walk
house.
in my house if
That's
you want to,
trespassing,
goddamn.
man.
y'all?
Hey, you know what? You know what? You can walk in my house and I can shoot you for nothing.
Man, come on, man. Hey,
Walk in my
let's
house if
get
you
to
want
something lighter, man. Space Jam 2.
Bum to.
Damn.
Space
Why?
Jam 2. We just saw they finally released one of the trailers. LeBron James is featured. You know, he's the new Michael Jordan of the Space Jam. I know we
So
all
that mean
watch.
he gonna lose 6 times?
And you think he'll agree with that?
He got to lose to the monsters.
Yeah,
6 times.
he gonna lose. This gonna be Space Jam 10 by the time he win. Shit.
Dummy.
And that is different when you put it like that. Because Jordan was 6-0 in the finals.
Hey, he got Cleveland first time in Miami. We got a lot more Space Jams before he beat the monsters. He ain't never getting his son back. Dang.
That nigga ain't look like his son.
You got a good point.
Man, ain't look nothing like his son.
I don't want to be negative
Use
because I'm
his son, goddamn. Just use his son.
All his sons fit as hell, dunking when they in the 5th grade. And they got this little
That's his
chubby
son,
little
man.
guy being his son.
Huh?
This nigga so crazy. I will say I'm excited. I want to see it.
I'm gonna watch.
I want to see it. I can't
But
wait. I'm gonna watch it
does it
first
look-
day.
When they was doing Daffy Duck and Roger Rabbit, not Roger. What's the rabbit?
What's
Bugs
up,
Bunny.
Doc?
Bugs
What's
Bunny.
up, Doc? Hit that nigga. Yeah.
Them nigga voices didn't sound like what I always remembered.
They voice.
And when you think about it, it's not. Because think about it. Them voices we remember were like,
Yeah.
they got to be 40 years old, 30 years old. But still,
they probably got banned. Them niggas probably creepy voices.
Yeah,
at this
probably
point.
so.
Well, you know they do some, but
me too. But
Shit.
I didn't like from the trailer. I didn't see like NBA players, other NBA players in it, because that's what the first one was based on. Remember, the monsters took all the NBA players.
We saw none of his teammates.
Well, it
Not a
seemed
one.
all his teammates are. Well, in the first one, his teammates was Bugs Bunny and them.
Right. Well, his opponents. My bad.
Yeah, but his opponents took their
I saw his opponent as the female rabbit. What's her name? Whatever her name.
Babs, I think.
I saw her as his opponent, like he was about to dunk on her like a motherfucker. But other than that, I ain't really
Why
seen
would
no other.
Babs be his opponent?
That's what it looked like. When he was going up and she was going up with him, and that's what it looked like.
I
And-
think
and
maybe that was like a
girl.
LeBron Wade thing when I saw that,
Well,
like an alley.
Well, blame them, not me. No, it looked like he about to dunk on her ass. That's what I
He's
saw.
not dunking on Babs.
I
She's not a
know.
monster.
I know.
Get out of here. Adidas. You saw Adidas dropping the weed shoe?
The weed shoe? I like that shoe. I ain't see it, but what is it?
But that bit look like them offensive coordinators.
Oh, no, I want the most.
Adidas is coming out with a weed-inspired shoe in honor of 420.
Make it look cool like the shoes I got already. That's kind of green and grayish.
I'll show it to you.
I don't want. You said the OC's bum shoe. That's the bum. Is that not New Balance? Like a New Balance. That ain't no Adidas. That's New Balance. What the fuck is that? Damn, Dan. That's them Dan's greens.
So you're not gonna have on a pair for 420?
Fuck no. Not a chance, cuz. Nah, I'm good.
I had a follow-up to the last week. I was talking about the dude who had the man who received the oily pennies for his last final payout.
Yeah, oily pennies.
Yeah, it's a new company actually jumped in and said that they will help him convert it to actual dollars. Coinstar. The Coinstar, that's the shit that we say go to Publix. Publix, that's Coinstar. They
Good.
jumped in and basically said that they'll do their due diligence and
So
help him
did we?
convert it.
I don't remember the oily penny conversation. I remember we talked about it and it was in all.
Well, I didn't
pennies.
say it about the oil part, but they were like oily.
I ain't know that part. That's
Yeah,
fucked
I
up.
mean, but still, they paid him in pennies.
I get that, but
$950 in pennies.
why oily pennies though?
I don't know.
What the fuck is that about? Like, why you want to
Pettiness.
pay a nigga in some greasy pennies?
That's where pettiness go.
Big bum. Big bum.
I was watching the episode of another podcast, and Kinky B, G's a longtime homeboy,
I saw that.
manager, whatever, was on there, and he basically was talking about a recap of the Jeezy Gucci battle. And he basically said that Jeezy lost all street credit after he squashed the beef with Gucci. Had a few conversations this week, and I was just curious y'all thoughts. I know we talked about it before, but now that we have more time to think about it, do you feel like Jeezy lost street credibility with that?
I think it goes back to what we talked about at that time. I think he lost street credit, but I don't think he gives a fuck about it, and I don't either. Fuck street credit, man. Jeezy passed that, man. Jeezy's different from street credit, man. Like at this point, he got his street credit when he needed it, but he realized that street credit gets you nowhere, man.
And that's one of the things that I think about. Like, right now, where he's at in life, I don't think, like, street credit not going to get him anything. That's credit that he can't do
That
nothing
man
with.
just got married.
Yeah.
to-
Like,
that man
he
just got married to a
I'm
lady
trying to
of
flip
view.
millions now. I'm trying to, like, I don't have time for that street credit. And it's crazy to me because they give a lot of credit to me, they give a lot of flack. And I was talking to Cuz about this. They give a lot of flack to Jeezy about squashing the beef with somebody who killed his homeboy or whatever that situation is. But nobody really ever bothers Gucci like to squash a beef on somebody who actually tried to take you. Like if that person had that way, you would not be here right now. And that's kind of crazy to me. So like I feel like it go both ways. And to me, that means to me we don't need to be taking credit away from anybody. We need to actually be exalting two men who grown up, matured, and realized that the shit that we was doing when we was young is stupid.
I got a question for you. You from the street?
I'm a school guy.
No, like for real. You from
no. Like I grew up around that shit. Yeah,
That's a loaded question. Yeah,
I think
like I'm not from that. I'm not gonna never say I'm from the streets, but I grew up in the hood.
Okay, simply put, I think that if you grew up in the hood, you're from the street. I've been in your mama's house.
But I grew up.
Be real.
I grew up both ways.
And I think you're from the street.
Yeah, I get it.
Coming from my mama, I'm from the street. But am I street? No, nigga. And do I give a fuck about street credit? No, nigga. Fuck that shit. I don't care.
It's like
I don't care.
I mean,
it's like to me,
nobody is still loving the street.
And
like
let me be
that,
clear,
man.
because
why you ain't ask me if I was from the streets?
I hear you from the suburbs.
and let's just be clear, because
Are you doing the same thing they doing to Jeezy to me?
What you mean? Like what?
Like they're faulting him for not being.
I ain't faulting you for nothing. So no. And I don't even know what you're about to say, but I didn't fault you for anything. But go ahead.
I just think that too. Like when we talked about, we talk about Charleston White a lot. You know what I'm saying? We just laugh at it. But if you think about some of the stuff, like I don't agree with everything he say some crazy shit and it's entertaining and fun. But some of the shit that he do point out street codes and street rules that's kind of some bullshit.
Yeah.
Like some of that street shit that we follow or that people feel like, you got to do, like it's really kind of, it's some of the same shit that hold you in that same position, or it's some of that same shit that get you killed. It's some of that same shit that got you beefing with a man that you got so much in common. It's a lot of that shit that be bullshit.
Man,
That shit be- that
man,
shit
you know how
like-
many black men that died from being a real nigga?
Too many. Like niggas
Like
gotta,
like I'm just going with off of what Stock just said. Like a lot of that shit, like damn, I can't think of the movie, but he was like, man, the way we was raised was some bullshit. Oh, Kane from not Kane. Well, he was talking to Kane from Into Society. I can't think of his name, but he was like, man, the way we was taught was some bullshit, and that's how it goes. It'd be a
Chauncey, nigga.
continuous circle.
I'ma
was it
say
Chauncey? I think it was Chauncey.
I'ma
Nigga
say
named
this.
Chauncey.
Hell no, not Chauncey.
Not
Punk
Chauncey.
ass. It was
The nigga in the car, right?
the nigga that went to jail.
I'm gonna say this.
Oh,
But then Kane
he
ended
was
up.
crushing his girl.
Yeah, Kane ended up beating his baby mama. Damn.
Well,
I'm gonna say this: if you in that life, there are some rules and principles that you definitely have to abide by if you're living like that. And for people who not living like that or don't come from that, you probably don't understand that.
man,
You know what I'm saying? But some of that shit is bullshit.
But
a lot of it is bullshit. I just think that you need to understand, like,
But-
because, like, nigga, if I grew up with killers, because I'm not a killer doesn't mean I was in the street, nigga. Like, I grew up with killers.
I feel
I
like
grew up with niggas
to me,
and played
I feel like-
football in a sandbox with niggas who was
I
killers.
told
Nigga, I'm
somebody
from the street.
before. I feel like
you
some
play
of the,
football in the sandbox?
I mean, grew up in a sandbox and played football with niggas from the sandbox. You know?
but what I told,
I know.
what I was saying, like I feel like it's some school niggas that it kept it more real than some of the niggas that be in the hood. Like I done been around the hood shit. And I done heard niggas be like, man, my homeboy robbed me, or my homeboy, them niggas just shot me. You don't really see that shit with the school niggas.
To be fair, y'all niggas school niggas.
I get it. That's why I said I grew
For
up
me.
in both.
So
Yeah.
and y'all are
And
my
even
niggas.
and
you know?
even when I went home to that shit, even when I went home to
but
that
you
shit,
understand
even when
it.
I went home to that shit,
'cause
I
I'm
was
a school-
always
'cause
still.
I'm a school nigga too. So you know.
But to be fair, if all hood niggas was real and live by that code, it wouldn't be a show called First 48.
Everybody be dead.
No, everybody would be in. Well,
Dead-
nobody would go to
Dead or
jail.
not knowing what's going on.
Yeah,
Well,
all
that's-
these quote unquote hood
I ain't gonna
niggas.
say that because
Start snitching.
detectives got a job to do and they will do their job. That don't mean because I done seen niggas on First 48 going that bitch and like do your job, look in the computer and do what you do. You know what I'm saying?
Look
But
at the computer.
yeah, just type my name, do your job, nigga. Like I'm not here to tell you brought me here. What the fuck you want with me? Know what I'm saying? But I don't know, man. I just feel like some of that shit, a lot of that
Hey
shit.
man, I'm
is
just gonna be
bullshit.
honest, man. Me growing up, no, I was never the nigga to sell drugs. I was never the nigga do the illegal. I was the nigga played sports and enjoyed playing sports. I didn't do my schoolwork. I got into college, and I'm glad I did because I always said that shit. I didn't learn anything until I got to college. Like in high school and shit, I didn't learn shit. Gratefully, I got to college. I
Did
learned
y'all
shit in
see
college. But how this shit go?
that dumbass April Fool's joke with DJ Quick?
That shit was so lame.
Bump quick.
That shit was trash.
Bump quick.
And,
You got
and,
shot.
and I really liked that one song he had. That was
One.
my shit.
Does that matter if it's just one?
Maybe.
What
but
song you like he had?
I can't remember, but y'all know the song.
You
I
like-
don't. I don't know. That's what I'm trying. I don't know.
I mean, we all know DJ Quick from like one or two songs.
I know him, but I can't think of one.
I know the
song.
voice more than I know him.
I'll play it after the pod.
I know the name.
I'll play it
more
at the
than
barbecue.
the barbecue. Looking at.
But nah, that shit was lame. He because that shit just happened to somebody in Atlanta. Sci-Hi. The same exact thing just happened to Sci-Hi.
I just don't think
Somebody
that
else,
shit
too.
nothing to play with, man. It's a lot of real shit going on in these communities. I saw that the homicide rate in all metropolitan major cities is up like 30-something%.
Yeah, but also they basing off last year when everybody was inside.
That makes it worse to me. Everybody's supposed to be inside, but yet magically this shit went up 30%.
Well,
No.
Last
La-
year it was zero. Like let's say.
Yeah,
last year
nobody
was zero,
was
this
going.
year's
We was all
30.
scared.
No, they're basing. Correct me, y'all. But if they're basing it off of last year, they're
The
saying
pandemic.
that based on the number of homicides that happened last year, in 2020, when we're supposed to be inside, that number is 30% higher than it was the year before.
No, that's
No, they're saying
this year.
2021.
This year is
March
higher.
2021.
This year
is
is higher than that.
How they? No.
Yeah.
Wait.
Yeah.
2021 is higher than 2020 because of a pandemic. So
We wasn't even podcast
Nigga, it's
this
only-
time last
It's
year.
only April.
I know.
They're basing off last year,
Like
last March.
April. Like March, April, they're basing it off of that.
Yeah.
Oh, well, fuck, man. That ain't no damn number.
You said correct you
No.
wrong, nigga. We correcting you.
Something that is a number. ESPN interviewed Joe Biden. And Joe Biden said that it's time for women athletes to be paid what their male athletes get. He doesn't think that it's right. He doesn't think it's fair. We did a story a couple weeks ago about the disparity between the NCAA women's locker room or weight room versus men. We know WNBA versus NBA sports. NBA makes way more than WNBA. Being respectful and being mindful, having an educated conversation about that. What are y'all thoughts on it, and how do y'all feel?
Being respectful, no. It just can't happen.
Be deeper than that.
I am, because I can't just leave it like that. But it's based off market share. I think in most leagues, players get 50 to 51% or 49, between 45 and 55% of the market share.
Percentage-wise?
Of the rep.
Be fair
percentage.
percentage-wise.
Percentage-wise.
Yes. Okay.
So that should be the same.
Yes.
But
yes.
the average salary in the WNBA.
Do we know, is it currently? I don't know.
Well, I know in men's sports that's what it is.
I know, but I'm saying, like, do women get that same market share or that same
Now,
percentage? I
if
don't
it's
know.
not, that should be changed. But the number amount should not.
Yeah.
The average salary in the WNBA is $100,000. The average salary in the NBA is $7 million. But you got to look at what they bring in. So
men
the
bring in a whole
percentage
lot
should be
more.
the same. The WNBA players should if NBA players make 51% of the revenue, then WNBA players should make 51% of the revenue. And if that falls in there, that is what it is.
I hope we knew what that was already, because if they're already making 51%, I have no problem with it. But if they're making 20%, then I have a problem.
Then I have a problem with that. Yes.
So it's simple. For me, it's simple.
And
Let the men
then
get 51%. Let the women get 51%.
And then-
but honestly, you also have to understand that the women getting 51% isn't going to be $7 million.
And then it doesn't translate into regular, like, America. If a male accountant put in X amount of hours, a female accountant put in X amount of hours should get paid the same, because they're bringing the same to the company.
Right. And I agree. That's what my point is. Like, if you a doctor, I mean, doctors, across the board, you're the same
male or
kind of
female,
doctor. Like,
the same
if
shit.
you're a heart surgeon and I'm a heart surgeon, man or woman, should make the same thing.
Mm-hmm.
That to me, that make it easier. But I do know in sports, some of that shit is based off of revenue.
And to be fair, I don't mean to be that, but men's basketball is bigger.
All men's sports are bigger,
It
except for
is.
maybe
And-
tennis.
And we have to understand that. So we can't sit here and say that the top woman superstar should make the same as the top male superstar. No, because that league doesn't garner.
Well, I
what
think
this
it
league
depends on the
garners.
sport.
So yeah,
'Cause
I was just gonna say
I'm not gonna
basketball.
watch.
I'm leaving it at
I'm watching
basketball.
women's gymnastics.
I'm leaving it
not
at
men's
basketball.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Stuff
I
like
can't name one man gymnast, but
Right.
and then I'm pretty sure. But I remember Dominique Dawes. I remember. I can't think of her name, but I remember who she is. The girl a couple of years ago that did the Dougie all fucked up. But
Stiff ass Dougie.
yeah. But also, I'm pretty sure Serena makes way more than most men tennis players.
And I'm okay
Agreed.
with that because she garners more.
because she garnished more.
Because
Right.
that's who I'm. Hey, Serena in the finals. I'm watching.
And I mean, think about it. Like, shit, I'm pretty sure the women strippers at Magic City make more than
the male strippers.
What's his name? The white male stripper.
I don't know no male strippers.
Yeah, whatever the movie was.
The movie.
What stripper?
It's the movie.
The movie.
I don't even
I can't even remember the movie.
Channing Tatum.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Channing Tatum. Nigga, you not
But
making. Nigga, you ain't making more than Diamond.
Yeah.
But I still watch Jennifer Lopez and Cardi B make a bad movie because they was women.
Because they them.
Y'all so crazy. I saw that
Damn, but
Nike
What?
Nike released
Say
some MJ greatness this week. It said Nike reserved the rights to cancel the first contract they ever gave with Michael Jordan if he didn't sell $4 million worth of shoes in 3 years. When the Jordan 1s debuted in 1985, he made $70 million in 2 months.
what Nike made $70 million in 2 months. Yeah,
And he made what?
whatever his
Man,
contract said.
the moral of the story was if he didn't sell $4 million worth of shoes in 3 years, but he made $70 million in 2
So
months.
he made $66 million more than you expected him to make, basically.
He made you, that. Jordan ain't make that, but he made
We're not
you
talking
that.
about what it's just
And-
the
No,
idea
no,
of
no, I was
the
just saying-
marketing, the branding
yeah.
behind the shoe.
That's crazy. That's crazy. And they still haven't released him from that. He's still under that.
No, he done doubled and he done read up a
well,
million
but
times.
That contract look way different
I
today.
say that to say he's still under Nike. Where he's
Not really. He's partners with Nike at this point. He owns the Jordan brand.
I still think that Nike
They get I think they get more like a royalty now than
I get it.
They get the percentage.
I get it, but I still think that
Like
Nike,
how P was getting 85-15 or whatever it was.
who makes
well-
more? Who I don't know. Who makes more for Jordan, Nike or Jordan?
Jordan.
Jordan.
Okay.
So that's a pretty good deal.
Nah,
That's what made him
Jordan.
a billion.
That's how he got to $1 billion. Yeah.
Okay.
But Phil Knight got a lot of more billions.
That's my point.
But Phil Knight got Harachis. He got sweatsuits. He got,
more
Air Max.
Air Max.
Yeah.
He got Griffey's. He got Junior Sales, Bo Jackson, Dion's. He got a lot of more shoes, not just Jordan.
He got contracts with every college team, and
I have no argument against Phil Knight. He is who he should be.
Yeah.
I get it.
Moving on into the dummy of the week.
What dumb
Dummy.
fuck we got?
Dumbass, stupid ass dummy.
What stupid shit?
So, Alabama veteran ordered back to prison because of state mistake.
Alabama veteran going back to jail.
Sounds about right, Alabama.
A man paroled in September is now being ordered to be taken back into custody after the State Board of Pardons and Parole said Thursday it made a mistake when it pardoned Gerald Lamar Litt.
Who fault is that?
So he was convicted in 2018 off of cocaine trafficking.
Mm-hmm.
Let out because the parole board and everything thought he was a model, parolee to be let out. But a lawyer went back and saw that in 2019, Alabama amended a law that said that you have to do at least 10 years.
Who the fuck is this lawyer? What
Somebody
fuck they
board.
got to do with you?
Ain't got shit to do with shit, but somebody board.
That lawyer should get this dummy, stupid motherfucker
But
as well.
they said he's been a model citizen.
What?
Checked in. Shut up. Checked in every week. Passed every drug test.
Yes, sir.
Been a model citizen. I'm sorry.
Okay,
It's
go
the end
ahead,
of the
do it
podcast.
again.
And they're ordering him back to jail because of a mistake they made.
They didn't need to go to jail, goddamn.
I just think in that instance,
Don't
just
even
let
bring
go.
it up.
Yeah, just wave it. Let it go.
Cancel
let
it
go.
out. You lost. What?
That's fucked
He
up.
got away.
You let somebody out and then
He didn't get
hey,
away.
you got to come back.
He did what he was supposed to do.
I got a Hooter type question, but did it say how long he had been out?
This happened in 2018.
How many days?
I mean, I think it's a
He was
logical
out
question.
1,052 days.
What's the logical answer, motherfucker?
It don't matter. You let me out.
Okay. Good job at not answering
That's the same way I feel about like if a criminal like run from the cops and don't shoot him in the back, go catch him. He got away. Hey, that was your job to go get him.
You so you confused me, fella, because you say die. But what if he killed 6 kids? Don't shoot him in the back.
You still got to go catch him.
Okay.
Because at that point, you don't know that he shot 6 kids.
You do at that point.
No, you don't. How?
What if you do know then? God damn it.
All right, well, shoot him. Go ahead and save the trial.
Okay. Good.
But cops aren't smart enough
nigga's
to figure that out. So no, everybody needs to go have their day in trial.
But I feel that's just some dumbass shit, Alabama.
Big stupid.
And for that, Alabama, you are the dummy of the week.
Big dummy.
Dummy.
Dumbass, stupid ass.
Sorry, people.
dummy.
I'm drunk as
Alabama
fuck.
being Alabama.
I'm sorry. I love y'all.
Alabama.
Today I'm
Alabama
drunk.
being Alabama.
Today I'm drunk. I'm celebrating our celebration. So I'm
Our
drunk as shit.
celebration.
I don't give a shit.
Let's celebrate.
Other than that, any other news or information we forgot to add or didn't add on?
I have just a little quick thing. It's I saw that 1,100 kids in NCAA basketball are in the transfer portal.
1,100.
1,100.
They said
doing
that's
a lot
one
of
of the
fighting
reasons
right
why
now,
Roy
too.
Williams was just like,
That's
fuck
one
it.
of the reasons.
And when
He
I
retired.
When I asked a few weeks ago, that's what I was asking about. Like, is the transfer portal ruining sports?
That's why I was just gonna ask y'all.
No, it's.
We talked about it a couple weeks
I
ago.
think it's more so the NCAA, more so than transfer portal.
But 1,100 in
The
basketball.
NCAA, what do you mean? Like they're allowing for the transfer portal, but like, I just feel like
I think it's deeper than that. Like for me, it's deeper than that because I think that like it goes into me these kids being able to be paid off their likeness and things of that nature plays a role in the part into that. For me,
What about
I
this though?
think they still gonna transfer.
I
paid
think
or
so,
not.
but I think it's less, and it's like nigga, if I'm getting $1 million at North Carolina, I ain't transferring
I just
because
think,
I ain't going to get that at.
I
South
think the
Carolina
old
State.
transfer was
Duke,
perfect.
Kentucky, anywhere else? Yes. Well, it needs to be fixed because all right. So you're pro athletes, cool. But what happens when a kid from UAB gets in a transfer portal? Nobody picks him up, and then he tries to come back because you can, but his coach,
Tough. It makes it tough.
you know, the coach gonna say, "Nah, your spot already gone." Now this kid doesn't have a scholarship anywhere.
Where you make it to where you can't replace that kid until he's gone.
Yeah, come on now, you know how that works.
Well,
that
some-
coach is gonna run you off,
some coaches.
or say, I already gave your scholarship away.
You can't.
Well, they-
until you're gone.
Well, I'll say this. I'll push back on that. I just think some coaches
I'm gone, I'm
are
still on
about
the
the kid.
scholarship.
If you come to me and say, "Man, my mom's sick," and or this, that, hey, man, and what do you? I really want you to stay here. Well, I gotta go, coach. Me being the coach, you're still
keep
that
that
same
more.
player I recruited and I want. Like
Yeah.
I still want you. So if you come back, it didn't work out. Come on back. But like you said, as long as there's a spot available for him, I don't know how that part works.
I think you
As long as
you
there's a
can't
spot
give away
available.
a spot until he's gone.
I think that coach
Like,
will
it's
gladly
simple.
welcome
That's
him back.
simple. You can't give away my scholarship that I still have
Why can't you?
because
I got to recruit. You said you're leaving.
because I still have this scholarship until I no longer have this scholarship
So how long does that last?
until I'm gone. I'm not gone.
What if nobody ever picks you up?
I'm still here until I'm gone. It's
Come on, Hootie, you know that's not how that works.
Like
It's like people entering the
like-
draft and don't sign an agent. They can come back to school.
now that's different.
no.
Why?
I think it's simple,
Because
right? Like if
I'm gonna go test my chances, coach.
Yeah, and
If
I'm
I
leaving
can't-
if I don't.
if
And
I
I'm leaving
can't, I'm
you
coming
high
back.
and dry.
then make
but-
a rule. Make a rule.
But he's gonna know by draft day.
Okay, so simply make a rule. If I put my name in a transfer portal and my scholarship is gone at that point, cool. if my scholarship is not going until I'm at a new school, then that needs to be a rule.
So then the answer to that question is yes, the transfer portal is ruining as is.
I don't know.
It's no reason it should be 1,100 people. 1,100 kids is not in a bad position.
I don't think
Sorry.
Well, when you think
Come
about
on,
it,
it ain't no well, man. This is why I don't like talking college sports with you. It's no well. So 1,100 kids are in bad positions at their school.
I don't like talking to you because you don't like to listen. Like, shut the fuck up and listen.
All right, okay. Well,
You asked the
explain to me
question.
why 1,100 kids are in a bad position.
Because there's 1 million kids, and when there's 1 million kids, 1,100 isn't that much.
It's not 1 million kids in NCAA basketball.
It's a lot. It's a lot more than 1,100. No, it's not 1 million. I don't know how many it is, but I know it's a lot more than 1,100.
It's 160 teams with 15 players on it.
I mean, man, at me being a kid who went to school and who's considered transferring, I get it. I get it. And me having teammates who's considered...
Were you in a bad position?
Yes.
Why?
In my opinion.
No, you wasn't in a bad position. You
Because-
wasn't treated unfairly.
Can't get
The person in front of you was just better.
right. You're not listening. I feel like
Compete. And you did, and you won the starting position.
do me a favor, shut up and listen. I felt like I was in an unfavorable position at a point. Like
You was lying to yourself.
You don't want to listen. I
Hack
don't-
was better than you.
No. Okay, so an unfavorable position is somebody coming to you and being like, hey, you're going to be our guy.
We
no
had
matter,
that conversation.
No matter, he don't listen though. You're going to be our guy no matter what. And then you're not their guy. Is that not unfavorable to me?
It's recruiting.
No.
They thought
But
you had the chance to be the guy.
But that wasn't my question.
Okay,
They didn't know that somebody was gonna come and outperform you.
That wasn't my question.
So you want the coach to pick his starter out of a high school player?
That's what he did.
No.
That's what he did.
He brought you in and said you got the chance to
to
start.
be fair, to Can't Get Right point. I don't know what we had this conversation before, but for the sake of having it again, I don't know what you're gonna pan out to be.
I agree, but don't tell me that.
You're just saying, tell me, hey man, you might not
Be
start.
real with me. Like, hey, you're gonna come in. You're gonna have the opportunity to start. There's these guys coming in. It's gonna be this, and you're gonna have the opportunity to be real great and real good. But it's also a possibility that this guy may do this. Don't tell me it's recruiting.
That coach doesn't feed his family because he's getting fired.
And let's push back.
Push back. That's fine.
Nigga, you played for any of us. You played as a sophomore.
I get that, and
Wait.
That's why I feel like I'm in a better.
Let me explain.
I was so mistreated. I played as a sophomore.
To be fair, I played as a freshman.
Okay, fine. You played.
I was so mistreated. I played the first year I was eligible.
No, I'm not trying to say nothing about your skill set or nothing. But if you threw for 600 yards a game when you came in as a freshman, do you continue to play?
More than likely, yes. Yes, but as a kid,
Is Darryl Hackney a better quarterback than you in college?
That I don't even
that
want
ain't
to
got
say
nothing
that.
to do with that. But I already, yes,
He said that.
That nigga was amazing. Nobody knew he was going to be that.
you're going.
That's just bad luck. That's
we
not
see,
mistreatment.
We see it all
You're
the
going
time.
somewhere else 'cause
We
you're
do
not
see it all the time where a player get hurt and they don't get that shit back.
That's my
Tom
point.
Brady.
Like, it's more than just that, man.
Tom Brady.
It's not. What about him?
Yeah,
He played because Drew Bledsoe got hurt. And he became Tom Brady.
Go back to college. I'm talking about college. I ain't talking about Drew Bledsoe in the NFL.
Okay.
I'm not talking about the NFL, man. You talking about you?
No. We're just saying about players being hurt and they don't get it back. It happens.
I get that. And that
You
shit-
got your shot. It didn't work.
And that is the exact reason why it's okay for that person. Like, nigga, I'm in college. And I feel like I'm an NFL player. But because I got hurt.
He's saying that's why it's okay for them to transfer.
And I got hurt, motherfucker. I got hurt, and I'm never
gotta
going to
stay
play
here.
again because Tom Brady's in front of me. Let me go.
But you didn't get hurt.
You're not. Don't worry about it.
You had every opportunity.
You don't get it. Don't worry about it.
Any other news or information we need to bring up?
I can't do that in the NFL, but in the college I can. So that's my point.
Again, just thank y'all, man.
Thank you again for your crib.
Yeah, for the
And your house.
And I do think you was a good quarterback.
Your house is still the meeting spot. Honestly, I'm gonna be real with you. Like, looking back at it, I slacked like a motherfucker.
Okay, you said that. And also you glad you didn't transfer.
I am. I
shut
am.
up.
But I also don't mind having the
And
opportunity.
also in today's world, you would have made a mistake and transfer because it would have been so much easier.
I don't know if it would have been a mistake because I could have went to here and been 1,000-yard passer a game, and I don't know.
You'd have went to Grambling and drove 12 hours on a bus.
All right.
I ain't worried about that.
All right. Any other news and information we got?
Now, man, bittersweet moment.
Go cook, nigga.
I'm about to go cook. I've been coming in and out if y'all watching on YouTube or even
My
not
boy
hear
been
my
missing because
voice.
he trying to grill for us. He trying to get shit right. So,
You know what I'm saying? Last
Todd-
time having
Todd
to do
had
this.
some family shit to take care of, so that's why he's not here. But it's an ultimate good final episode here. And I'm
Yeah.
drunk as fuck. And I don't
It
care.
was, I mean, shit. It what we've been putting up with for 3 years. So,
Yep.
But we about to bash. We about to have a good old time. So, all right, y'all. We'll see y'all next week at the new spot.
And we'll be back next week like we never left because like we say every week, we never leave. You dig?
Doodles.
Dummy.